Honey, are you done with work?
Yeah, I just left the office. What's up?
I'm not feeling well, so I don't think I can make dinner tonight. Could you either pick something up on your way home or order in?
Really? You seemed fine this morning. You even made breakfast like usual. What's going on?
Actually, I've been feeling off since this morning and left work early. I was pushing myself to make breakfast.
It's probably just fatigue. You'll be fine after some rest.
I thought so too, but it's getting worse.
What kind of symptoms?
My stomach hurts, and I have no appetite. I'm planning to see a doctor tomorrow.
Are you sure it's not just from overeating? You do have a sweet tooth after all.
I haven't been eating much of anything, let alone sweets. My stomach's been too upset for that. Honey, aren't you worried about me at all?
You're just trying to get out of doing housework, aren't you? Using being sick as an excuse.
That's pretty insensitive. I really can't move.
I work hard to provide for you. The least you can do is keep up with the housework. That's your job.
I usually do my best, don't I?
And another thing, you've completely abandoned your duty as a wife.
What are you talking about?
You can't give me a child. All my friends and colleagues have become fathers. Some even have 3 kids already. I'm the only one left out, and it's humiliating.
It's not like I don't want kids. I do. But there's no point in comparing our situation to others. Even if we never have children, we can still have a good life together.
I don't want a life without kids. Every time I see my friends posting pictures with their kids on social media, you have no idea how it makes me feel.
I'm struggling with this too. My stomach. It's getting worse.
Whatever. I'm going to grab something good to eat out. Get it together soon.
All right.
Later.
Honey, do you have a minute?
What is it?
You know how I've been having stomach problems, and I went to the doctor last week? I got the test results back. I have a stomach ulcer.
A stomach ulcer?
Yeah, the doctor said it was pretty serious, and I should have surgery as soon as possible.
Surgery? Isn't that overreacting? Don't stomach ulcers just heal on their own if you leave them alone?
The doctor said if I don't take care of it now, it could get worse.
So surgery means you'll need to be in the hospital, right?
Yes.
What about the housework while you're gone? What about my meals? Who's going to do the cleaning and laundry?
Could you manage on your own for a week or two? If it's too much, maybe you could go stay with your parents while I'm in the hospital.
I don't want to do that. It's too far from work. You're really proving to be a useless wife.
Please, just try to figure something out.
Whatever. Do what you want. Hun, guess what? Even though you're infertile, here's your chance to be useful.
What do you mean?
We're taking in my sister's 6 kids over Thanksgiving, so you'll be babysitting them.
Excuse me? 6 kids? Just like that? And since when do you have a sister? I've never met her. I thought you were an only child.
Well, it's a bit complicated. I have a sister we got separated from when we were kids.
Oh, yeah? But she didn't come to our wedding, did she?
I couldn't invite her. She cut ties with our parents a long time ago.
I see.
But we ran into each other recently, totally by chance.
Where?
Well, that's none of your business. Anyway, we decided to catch up and spend some time together. So, we're going on a 3-day trip. You're in charge of the kids.
Hold on a second. Your mom's never mentioned anything about your sister either.
Like I said, it's complicated. Just take the kids, no questions.
I can't.
Why not?
You know I'm having surgery for my stomach ulcer on Thanksgiving Day.
Just postpone the surgery.
Don't say it like it's no big deal.
What's more important, your treatment or the kids?
How can you even say that? Can't you take the kids with you?
If I bring them, we can't enjoy our private time.
Private time? What do you mean by that?
I want to spend some quality time with her.
What about her husband?
He has to work and my parents are busy too.
Can't you ask your mom to help?
Are you kidding? It's too much to ask my elderly mother to watch 6 kids.
But I'll be in the hospital.
Then reschedule the surgery. Or just cancel it altogether. It's just a stomach ulcer after all.
What if it gets worse?
That's your fault for getting sick.
It's probably stress.
Stress, huh? You only work part-time. What do you have to be stressed about?
You've got some nerve. Ever since we found out I can't have kids, you and your mom have both been so cold to me.
A woman who can't conceive is useless.
You're awful.
That's my line. Because of you, Mom's dream of holding her grandchild has been shattered.
Hasn't she even met your sister's kids yet?
She's busy, unlike you.
So she has 6 grandkids and hasn't held even one of them?
Oh, how would I know? She found some new friends to hang out with. She's been busy with them, I guess.
She used to call me every day to blame me for not getting pregnant. But now that I think about it, those calls suddenly stopped. So that's why.
She said it was a mistake letting us get married. She should have picked someone younger and healthier. I agree with her. Honestly, I'd love to find a new wife right now.
Wait a minute. I haven't given up yet. If we go through fertility treatments, there's still a chance I could get pregnant.
It's not happening. You're already in your mid-30s.
Most of my friends had kids in their 30s. And it's not uncommon these days for women to have children even after 40.
Oh, stop whining and just take care of the kids.
Yeah, right.
You don't have anything else to do since you can't have kids. If you refuse, we're getting a divorce.
Divorce?
Of course. My sister is family to you too. A wife who can't help her family while doing nothing is just a burden.
Are you serious?
Family is supposed to help each other in tough times. You should be grateful you get to experience what it's like to be a mom.
I'm not sure because I've never taken care of kids before.
The oldest 3 are in elementary school, one's 4, and the youngest are 2-year-old twins. You'll be fine.
Such little kids too? I can't.
Have you forgotten what I did for you?
No, I haven't.
Who paid off your $30,000 debt?
You did.
An unfortunate woman who got stuck as a guarantor for her ex-fiancé and then abandoned.
I know. It was really stupid.
If I hadn't helped, you'd be on the street by now.
I'm truly grateful for that.
Then, taking care of some kids should be easy, right?
I'll talk to my doctor about it.
If you can't do it, we're getting divorced. I can't stay with a woman who doesn't care about family.
But I'm not confident. Taking care of 6 kids by myself?
I'm fine with a divorce. But if we do, you'll need to pay back the remaining $18,000 in full.
I can barely manage $3,000 a month as it is.
Just do as you're told.
All right.
Oh, by the way, my sister's coming over this Saturday.
What?
She wants to meet you and say hello.
But I'm scheduled to work that morning.
Don't worry about it. I'll have her make lunch, and we can eat together when you get home.
It feels wrong to have her cook for me. Especially when it's our first time meeting.
It's fine, really. She's great at cooking, unlike you. Hey, hon. My sister went out of her way to visit us, and you suddenly ran out of the house. Where have you gone?
Just to the convenience store nearby.
What for?
To buy some milk.
Don't tell me. Are you planning to complain about my sister's special spice curry? She cooked for you thinking you'd be tired from work.
You know, spicy food isn't good for my stomach. But she suddenly started crying about me not eating it.
Huh, that was some Oscar-worthy performance, wasn't it?
She claimed she made it super mild, but that was a total lie. How many spices did she put in there to make it taste like that? And you even messed with my tea.
Yeah, I poured in a good amount of sriracha sauce.
I almost passed out when I drank it without realizing.
Your face was priceless.
When I rushed to the fridge for water, you both blocked my way. You guys are so immature.
So, are you going to divorce such a playful guy like me? I bet you can't.
I never thought you'd already started the divorce process. You're so cunning.
It's your fault for not canceling your surgery. Our trip is in just 4 days.
You don't get it, do you? I've told you I can't.
Don't give up yet. There's still plenty of curry left. Toughen up your stomach and make it stronger.
What are you talking about? Eating something that spicy will only make my condition worse.
Heal it with willpower.
There's no way spice-laden curry and sriracha tea are going to cure me.
You weakling. No wonder your ex-fiancé ran off.
I've been trying so hard, putting up with your coldness, but I'm at my limit.
Then pay back the money I lent you. Right now.
I only make $1,000 a month, and $500 of that goes toward living expenses.
Just work more shifts.
You told me not to work more because you didn't want me to neglect the household.
You're only good at housework, though. Huh, that's the only reason I married you.
I'm not your maid.
I actually wanted to marry someone younger and hotter. You're not really my type, to be honest. But I settled because you're good at housework.
That's awful. I've done everything for you, and that's how you feel?
Whatever, just get back here. Oh, and pick up one of those limited quantity caramel pies from the bakery I like.
Yeah, right.
If you don't come back soon, that curry you left is just going to get spicier.
Don't you dare.
When you get back, I'll make you eat it and cure that stomach ulcer of yours with it. Macy, you still haven't rescheduled your surgery. I'm leaving for the trip with my sister tomorrow. If you don't hurry up, I'm seriously going ahead with a divorce.
That's fine.
What did you say?
I'm already moving forward with it.
Huh? So what about the 18 grand?
I can pay it off right away.
Did you take out a loan?
Something like that.
What did you do?
Someone loaned it to me as a token of apology for his wife causing me so much trouble.
Are you out of your mind? Has your brain gone as bad as your stomach?
Who's lost their mind here, you idiot? I know you're cheating.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, don't play dumb. You're planning to go on a trip with your mistress over Thanksgiving, aren't you?
I'm going with my sister. If you don't believe me, ask my mom.
You don't have a sister.
Eh?
The woman I met 3 days ago was your mistress.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
How long do you plan to keep up this act? She's not 39 like you claimed. She's really 29, isn't she?
Did you investigate Amanda?
Can't believe your mom's in on it too.
She's thrilled because she's younger and can have kids.
You're both out of your minds.
And you wasted money on a private investigator.
I didn't need to do that.
Then how?
My doctor, the one treating me, is your mistress's husband.
What?
I told you before about Dr. Weber, how he was my late friend's husband, remember?
Yeah? You said you guys went to the same high school.
I knew he'd remarried and had 2 more kids with his new wife. But I never imagined she'd be your mistress. Small world, isn't it?
How did you figure out it was her?
There was a family photo on his desk, and she was in it.
Why would he have that picture there?
Yesterday was his eldest child's birthday, and he brought it to show patience during his rounds.
He shouldn't be bringing stuff like that to work. Discussing personal matters with a doctor sounds like an affair to me.
Don't compare me to you. He's been nothing but supportive, always listening to my concerns about the surgery and encouraging me. When I told him you wanted me to postpone the surgery, he asked if there was a reason it was so urgent. So I explained.
How much did you tell him?
Everything. About how you were going to dump 6 kids on me and go on a trip, and how you made me eat super spicy food even though you knew I had a stomach ulcer.
You shouldn't have said all that.
What's wrong with discussing my diet with my doctor?
You're making it sound like a big deal.
He said it was a big deal.
That was our way of showing love for you.
Love? It was just harassment. He also said leaving 6 kids with someone who's sick while you go on a trip is inexcusable.
You tattletale.
He was furious and said he has 6 kids himself, but he'd never leave them behind to go on a trip.
Everyone has different values.
When I mentioned that the woman you introduced as your sister seemed like his wife, he was pretty shocked.
What were you thinking?
Apparently, he was under the impression that his wife was planning a trip with the kids and some friends.
Ugh, you've ruined everything.
He said the kids were excited about the trip, so he didn't suspect a thing.
She had told them they were going on a trip, just to cover for us while we planned to leave them with you.
So you never intended to take them?
The plan was to use the trip as an excuse, drop the kids off with you, and then go off on our own.
But what if one of the kids mentioned what happened to Dr. Weber? He'd find out right away.
We were going to come up with some excuse if that happened.
Are you that dumb?
Darn it. I even booked an expensive hotel at Disney World.
I'm sure those mice wouldn't want scumbags like you visiting anyway.
Pay for the cancellation fee.
I have no reason to.
Just give me the 18 grand already. You got it from the doctor, right?
Technically, he loaned it for me to cover the legal fee for the divorce. But of course, I'll be billing you more than that.
Why should I pay? Hold on. I just got a message from Amanda. She says her husband's filing for divorce.
Figures.
She's furious, saying it's all your fault for blabbing to him.
She's blaming me? Oh, that's absurd.
Wait, she says she's going to sue me.
Why?
Because you blabbed, and now her husband found out, so it's my fault for not keeping you, my wife, in check. Ugh, this is ridiculous.
You both have a screw loose.
What am I going to do now?
Dr. Weber was furious. I'm not surprised he's taking that direction.
So now, Amanda hates me, and you're coming after my money?
You brought this on yourself.
Can't we reconsider the divorce?
You're joking, right?
I'll forgive you for not being able to have kids.
Forgive me? I didn't do anything wrong in the first place.
But if you divorce me, what am I supposed to do? I'm hopeless at housework.
Who cares?
I'm going to waste away. The house will get filthy, and the smell will become unbearable.
I won't be seeing you after the divorce, so it's no loss to me. It's only your reputation that will suffer.
Oh, this is bad.
Just go back to your mom's like before we got married and have her take care of you.
I can't rely on her.
Why not?
She's too busy with her buddies. Whenever I visit, she acts like I'm a nuisance.
Looks like she's finally ready to cut the cord.
I was wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. Please, let's stay together.
No way. I'm sure you've got a lot of tough times ahead. So good luck.
Wait, please. Don't leave me alone.
I demanded 50 grand in alimony and finalized the divorce with Damon. It turns out Amanda wasn't serious about him and thought the trip was just for fun. However, her husband, Dr. Weber, didn't trust her and filed for divorce. He gained custody of their children, and she was ordered to pay alimony and child support. But as a stay-at-home mom, she couldn't afford the child support for 6 kids, so she ended up taking on debt from various sources. Now, she's supposedly doing work she can't even talk about just to keep up with the payments. As for my ex-mother-in-law, her new buddy turned out to be a con artist who scammed her out of 30 grand. The shock caused her to develop dementia. After our divorce, Damon moved back in with his parents and now spends his days caring for his mother, who, in her confused state, thinks he's her friend and constantly berates him. The caregiving has become so overwhelming that he had to quit his job, leaving him with no income. On top of that, possibly due to stress, he developed a stomach ulcer. Recently, he sent me a message asking for help with his mother's care and for financial support for his surgery. But we're strangers now, so I've ignored it. As for me, I successfully underwent surgery for my ulcer, and now I can eat anything I want. I transitioned from a part-time to a full-time position and can now support myself independently. On my last payday, I treated myself to a limited quantity caramel pie. It's such a blessing to enjoy food again. Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. I finally found the apartment where you live. Mary, what are you doing calling me out of the blue? You found my apartment? Yep. You live in a pretty nice apartment. I thought you lived in a smaller, old, shabby apartment. You know, will you stop following me around? Do you know how much trouble you've caused me? Because it's your fault. Huh? You stole someone I like. You're talking about that again? I think I've explained it to you many times already. That was one-sided on his part. You want to say that he one-sidedly fell for you, don't you? It really pisses me off. You're bragging about being popular. I'm not bragging. But it doesn't change the fact that you took the guy I had a crush on. I'll never forgive you. I didn't take him away from you. That was 5 years ago, right? You got a new boyfriend after that, didn't you? Why are you rehashing it now? My pride won't allow it. What? I'm tens of thousands of times more beautiful and having more amazing body than you. There's absolutely no way you beat me. All right. So what did you want today? You said you tracked me down. Yeah. I got your boyfriend. Excuse me? What boyfriend? Don't play dumb with me. I mean your current boyfriend. You live with your boyfriend, don't you? No, I live alone. Yes, that's a lie. I've already stepped in your room. What? Your boyfriend is the best. While you were at work, I got into a good mood with him. Work? Actually, I had a personal change at work. I was assigned to a branch office here, so I moved here. And on my first day off, I happened to see you. I followed you and found your current address. What's that? You're stalking me? That's rude. We're sisters. Well, I had to run an errand that day, so I just followed you to your current apartment. But when I went back later, I found out my sister was living with a handsome guy. I don't know about a boyfriend or a live-in boyfriend. If you've identified the address, I'll just move out as soon as possible. Huh? Why? I don't want anything to do with you. Oh no, I just found you. I'm not kidding. Ever since we were kids, you've always seen me as your rival. Whenever you got lower scores on a test, you'd tell me that I cheated. You'd tell a lie to the teachers at school. Even at home, you would try to blame me and make your pranks into something I did. How can you remember such nonsense? And that happened in elementary school. You haven't changed much as an adult, have you? You followed me around all the time and talked shit about me to everyone around you. You harassed my boyfriend. I think it's time for you to stop harassing me. You don't have to say that. Let's share a good-looking boyfriend. Well, you might get kicked out soon. Sorry, I don't understand what you're saying. If you'll excuse me, I have to get going. What? Wait a minute. Hey, sis. Hey, why are you ignoring? Oh, I get it. You're frustrated that I stole your boyfriend. I can't help it, can I? I'm always better than you. You should know that you can't beat me anyway. Loser. Emily, I'm sorry for the short notice. Can I come over there and stay the night now? Susan, what happened? Mary found out my address.
Huh? Mary is your sister, right? As I recall, she's been following and harassing you.
That's right. Even though she's my bio sister, I wanted to get away from her. I thought I got away from her when I changed my job and moved out a few years ago. Apparently, she found out where I live.
Oh, yeah.
And she says she got my boyfriend or something.
Boyfriend?
That's right. She doesn't believe me when I tell her I live alone.
I don't know what's wrong with her.
She tends to go off the rails when she gets emotional. Anyway, I have a feeling she's about to get me into trouble. I'm going to move out eventually. I'm going to pack up as soon as I can. I just need to evacuate for now.
Okay, I've got a place for you to sleep. You can stay as many nights as you want.
Thanks. Sorry for the short notice.
We should help each other in times of need. And if you're having trouble with your sister, I'm always here for you.
I really appreciate it. Oh, I just got a cab. I'm on my way.
Have a safe trip.
You're so funny. You said you were going to move out quickly, but all you did was talk. I asked him about it, and he said you went to work as usual this morning. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to hang out with your boyfriend while you're away. At first, I was trying to harass my sister, but if he's this handsome, I'm going to steal him away from you. Hey, sis, how does it feel to have your boyfriend taken away from you by your sister? He seems to like me too. I'm going to get rid of you as soon as possible. Mary, where are you now? Oh, hey, sis. I just called you on WhatsApp. I'm at your apartment. He says he prefers me to you. I guess that's true. I'm younger and more beautiful. He's going to break up with you now, so be prepared for that. So, whose house are you at, and what are you doing there? Huh? I'll tell you again. I live alone. You lie like that again? I'm not lying. I've had boyfriends in the past, but now I'm completely single. Are you sure you're not mistaken? Don't try to deflect me like that. Sis, when you get home from work, I want you to pack your bags quickly, because I'm going to live with him in this room. Huh? I'm telling you, don't bother him by saying you don't want to leave him. He says he can't live without me and he won't let me go. I understand your frustration, but please respect his wishes. I'm not sure who this him is. Either way, I've decided to move out. I don't care where you are or what you're doing. Oh well, I wonder how long that unintelligible lie and bluster will last.
Susan, is this a good time?
Yes, I'm all settled with the move, so I'm fine.
I checked up on your sister.
Well, how did it go?
No, it's pretty bad. Also, I found out about the guy who was mistaken for your boyfriend.
Amazing. That's what I'd expect from a detective agency.
So, I'd like to talk to you in person. Can we meet up somewhere soon?
I'm okay with meeting you now.
Well then, how about a private room at the bar behind the station? I don't think Mary will find us there.
Okay.
I'll meet you there in an hour, okay?
Okay, I'll meet you there in an hour. Sis, a lonely woman living alone dumped by her boyfriend. Are you having fun? I'm still in love with your boyfriend today. He's going to propose to me soon. I guess it's a sin to be beautiful. I'm sorry I became happy before you. He is going to propose to you? That's great. What? What are you still acting so tough, sis? Your boyfriend is going to propose to me. Because he's not my boyfriend. Okay, you can keep lying like that. You know what? Did you think that you were just taking out your stress at work on me? Huh? I heard you got into a lot of trouble at work and got transferred to a new position. You've always been an evil person. I don't think you should take it out on your sister just because things didn't go well at work. Hey, how did you know about that? It's a secret. Well, you probably got into trouble at work for being selfish. That's just like you. Shut up. I didn't do anything wrong. Oh, I see. I get it. Your live-in boyfriend dumped you and you went crazy. This live-in boyfriend? Is his name Bob by any chance? Yes. Oh, I knew it. I knew it? Why do you ask? Don't you at least remember your boyfriend's name? Yes, I do. Except he's not my boyfriend. He's my ex-boyfriend. Huh? Ex-boyfriend? What are you talking about? Sis, you're still dating Bob, right? He's dating another woman now. Well, now that you took Bob away from her, the woman he was dating until recently would be more accurate. What? I'm not sure what you mean. Mary, you don't know anything. Huh? It's true that I lived with Bob in the past, but we were together for less than a year. We broke up 3 months ago and I moved out of his apartment. Huh? But I saw you enter the apartment. I saw you with my own eyes. That was about a month ago, right? I realized I left some of my things in his room. I went to the apartment to get them. Of course, I left as soon as I finished my business. What's that? Wait a minute. It seems you took Bob away from me because you thought he was my current boyfriend. It doesn't hurt me to have my ex-boyfriend taken away from me, and I have no more feelings for him. Well then, that means I took him from a woman who is a total stranger to me. Well, that's what it means. Oh no, what should I do? It's gonna be a mess. Hey sis, what should I do? What if his girlfriend is scary? I'm afraid I'll get into trouble. You don't have to worry about that. What? Do you know why I broke up with Bob quickly? Huh? I don't know anything about that. He gets obsessed with women. What? My first impression of him is that he's kind and handsome. He asked me out and we started going out. But when we moved in together, he was very possessive. Whenever I went out, he kept asking me where I went and with whom. He also interfered with my work, telling me what to do and what not to do. I couldn't take it anymore and we broke up within a year. Is that so? He didn't look like that. I guess there are things you don't understand until you live together for a while. And the girlfriend he's currently living with, it seems she's fed up with him. Even though she wanted to break up with him, he wouldn't let her go. And she was having a hard time. And then you appeared on the scene. Wait. I heard his girlfriend was happy. I don't understand what's so good about such a jealous and obsessive, jobless guy, but thank you for taking him in, she said. Jobless? Yup. Looks like he recently quit his job. Apparently, he's had the desire to be unemployed for a long time. He was barely a company worker when we were together. But after he got his current girlfriend, he finally became unemployed. Seriously? I mean, you didn't notice? Bob was at the apartment all day, right? I never really thought about what kind of job he had. Well, I guess you were just excited about the fact that you were able to steal my boyfriend anyway. Too bad he's my ex. But still, I'm really glad I left him as soon as I did. I hear she's ready to move out and disappear completely. She said she'll leave the rest to you. Oh no, I didn't know Bob was such a guy. Why didn't you tell me? Because you insisted he was my live-in boyfriend. I didn't think it was Bob, the ex-boyfriend I broke up with. That's terrible. Sis, you set me up. How could I have set you up? You misunderstood it and did it on your own. But if I knew Bob was a jobless guy, I wouldn't have targeted him from the start. Then you'll have to break up, won't you? Well, I don't think he will give you up so easily. Why don't you just accept his proposal and take care of him? Oh no, I don't want to marry an unemployed, controlling man. Oh dear, you're on a roll just now. Oh, that's right. I just thought of a good idea. I'll give him back to you. Huh? His current girlfriend won't be coming back either, right? Then you should get back to him. I don't want to. I mean, I already moved to another town. Bob and I are completely separated. There's no reason for me to go back now. Don't say that, sis. Get back together. You were together for almost a year, right? Don't you still have some feelings for him?
I don't think so.
Oh God, that's the worst. Someone take in the controlling jobless guy.
That'll be impossible. If you want to break up with him, do something about it yourself.
I'm so frustrated. I'm the one who's losing out. You're not hurting at all.
Well, because you came after me. I had to move far away from here.
Oh, I see. So you're unemployed now? If you moved so far away, maybe you had to quit your job. Then that's good. A punishment for forcing me to take the controlling jobless guy.
Nah, I'm fine with that. That's totally fine.
Why? Are you spending so much time commuting to work?
I work from home.
Home?
It's a convenient time, isn't it? As long as you have a computer and internet access, you can work from anywhere in the country.
What? I thought you commuted to work.
I haven't commuted in the last few years. You said you had an affair while I was at work. I was like, what the hell is that?
Sis, where are you?
Why do you ask?
I'm going to barge in on you at your new house.
What are you going to do at my house?
I'll go after you this time.
Are you still saying like that?
Just hurry up and tell me.
Of course I'm not going to tell you. I mean, Mary, you don't have time to worry about me, do you?
What? Why?
Like I said before, you got into trouble in your old department and got transferred to this branch, right?
That's right.
You're meeting with Bob, whom you mistakenly looted in the middle of the day, right? That is, during working hours. I hope the company didn't find out.
Sis, I've been wondering, how did you know about Bob's girlfriend and my company?
My best friend works at a detective agency. When I talked to her about you, she was very kind and cooperated with me.
A detective agency?
I live alone, but you said you stole my live-in boyfriend. You said things that didn't make sense, right? So I got scared and asked her to do a background check on you. She told me that you've always had a bad work performance and that you've been skipping work and having an affair. That's how she found out.
That's not fair.
What?
I got caught by a strange man and almost got fired from my job, but you haven't been damaged at all.
I don't understand why I should be damaged. You brought this whole mess on yourself, didn't you?
Help me.
Huh?
Bob is your ex-boyfriend. You're responsible for taking care of him.
I told you it's none of my business anymore.
We're sisters, right?
Sisters? Who are you to talk like that?
Sis!
Of course I'm not going to answer it. I don't think we'll ever see each other again. I hope you'll be happy with the jobless guy you mistakenly took away from me.
Oh no, what should I do? Bob is staring at me. Sis, help me!
As expected, Mary quit the company. She had always been a habitual absentee without notice and had a terrible work attitude. The company found out that she had been skipping work to secretly meet with Bob. Finally, she was given a disciplinary dismissal. On the other hand, Bob, the jobless man who she mistakenly took away from me, is completely obsessed with her. Our parents have already disowned her, and she has nowhere to return to. Mary and Bob got married. She's now working several part-time jobs to pay the rent for the apartment and provide for him. I am working in the new place I moved to. My best friend Emily and I are as close as ever. We're talking about going on a trip during our next vacation.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Hey, Katie. How have you been? And don't tell me you're still single.
I'm doing just fine, and you don't have to worry about my love life. So, what do you need this time?
Why so cold? Well, there's something I wanted to tell you.
What is it?
I'm getting married.
Wow, congratulations.
Thanks. It's frustrating for you that your younger sister's getting hitched before you, right?
I'm genuinely happy for you. So, who's the lucky guy?
His name is Ted. He works for a big company and he's super handsome. He's loaded too, of course. The perfect match for me.
Good for you.
Well, I guess a pretty woman like me can easily bag a catch like him. Meanwhile, it's depressing to think you'll die single.
Well, I'm busy with work and taking care of my parents. I don't plan on tying the knot anytime soon.
Oh yeah. You're the perfect sister, I get it. But you know what? All I hear are lame excuses.
What do you mean? That's just how I feel.
You're jealous of me, aren't you? Don't put up a front.
No, I'm not. Anyway, I wish you all the best.
Well, good luck living single while taking care of your parents.
About that, can't you pitch in with Mom and Dad once in a while?
Why?
What do you mean, why? They're your parents, too.
Yeah, but you know, I'm busy.
I'm busy, too.
But you're single. I'm about to move into a new house with my husband and start our new married life. If I have to take care of my parents, I won't have much time for anything else.
I'm not saying you should be their full-time caretaker.
Listen, you're the eldest. I know you're peeved I beat you down the aisle. But look at you, cozying up in Mom and Dad's place, rent-free. Don't count on me to play nursemaid. It's on you, sis.
Fine, whatever.
I'll send you an invite to the wedding. Please grace us with your presence, okay? Katie, this is not fair.
About what?
Well, my mom called me and she told me a weird thing. Is it true that you moved into a beachfront mansion with Mom and Dad?
Oh, yeah. What about it?
No way. So it's true? How is that possible? And why did you move? Without consulting me at all? What were you thinking?
Hey, calm down. Why are you mad? First of all, I'm not the one who decided. Our parents wanted to move.
Okay, and? You still did not consult with me.
Why do I have to consult with you? I don't understand why you are so mad about it. It doesn't matter to you where we live, does it?
It does matter. I can't believe that my sister, who's uglier than me, a failure, and still unmarried, would live in a beachfront mansion. It should be me.
I don't understand your logic. If you have a problem with it, tell Mom and Dad. They insisted on moving, so I just went along with their wishes. It wasn't my choice.
Oh, really? I don't think so. You must have begged them to move. Katie, you are too old to depend on your parents like this. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I didn't beg her anything. Also, what do you mean I'm depending on them? I'm supporting myself financially. Besides, who will take care of our parents without me? There's nothing I feel ashamed of. It's ridiculous that you're talking to me like this when you never help me. What would you do if I can't take care of them?
Our parents both worked for good companies. And I'm sure they have a good retirement plan. They could hire a caregiver if they wanted to. Instead, you insisted on taking care of them so you could live in the house for free. And don't make it seem like I'm the bad one here. I'm not saying that. Seriously, why are you acting like this? Do you have any problem with our move?
Yes, I do. Why does an ugly, useless woman like you live in a beachfront mansion? You don't deserve that. You're so cocky. You should know your place.
I can't believe my own sister said that to me. I know you have hated me for a long time, but I can't believe you're saying that when I'm the one taking care of our parents.
Oh, come on. Stop acting like a victim. I'm their favorite daughter. And now, you are telling me my parents moved to a beachfront mansion because of you? It pisses me off.
How many times do I have to tell you that our parents wanted to move, not me? And besides, we've already moved out. If you have a problem with that, go talk to mom or dad.
I have a great idea.
Geez, I have a bad feeling about this. What is it?
I'm going to live in that mansion.
Are you serious? You just got married and living with your husband in the new house, right? Are you saying you're just going to move in here?
Of course, I'm moving in with my hubby. When I told my hubby about the beachfront mansion, he said he would move in anytime.
This is ridiculous. Even if you guys move in, there's no place to live. We don't have that much room.
What do you mean? It's just one more person living in the house.
One person? You and your husband are coming together, right?
Are you dumb? You are leaving the house.
Me? Are you insane? Who's going to take care of our parents? Are you going to take care of them?
Of course not. I'll just pay a caregiver to do it. As I told you, I am busy. Unlike you, I don't have time for any of that.
I'm busy with my work too, but I managed to get a job that I can do from house.
Anyway, nobody needs you in our family anymore. The new house is all mine now.
You can't be selfish like this.
I'm just taking what I deserve. Well, I can't wait to live in a new house.
Hey, Erica, you can't just do this.
Hey, did you find a new place to move?
What are you talking about?
Oh, God. We talked about it yesterday. I told you we are moving into the new house.
I told you I never agreed to it. You can't be selfish all the time.
But Mom and Dad agreed to move in.
What?
Well, of course. I'm their favorite daughter. They don't care about you at all. So it's decided that you should leave the house. Pack up your things and leave as soon as you can.
You've got to be kidding me. You can't do this. You don't know how much I've done for our parents. All the sacrifices that I've done.
Yeah, I don't know, and I don't care. But let's face it, Mom and Dad would rather live with me than with an ugly, useless, bossy woman like you. And just accept the reality, okay?
Really?
Yes. Mom told me that she always wanted you to be independent and leave the house. I mean, you are already 35, yet still living with your parents. You are too old to be dependent on them. Seriously, it's embarrassing. You have failed as a daughter.
Excuse me? Look who's talking. You never helped me take care of our parents. You left it all to me. And now you want me to leave because we've moved to a better place? You're insane.
Oh, shut up. No matter what you say, it's already decided that we're moving in. That means you are leaving the house.
I can't find a new place just like that. Besides, if you want to have a happy life with your husband, I don't think you should ever move here. That's my advice.
What do you mean by that? You are jealous that I have a better life than you, aren't you? Aw, you are so miserable. Oh my god. It's embarrassing that I have a sister like you. Seriously, you should act like a mature person.
Whatever. I'm so done. All right, I will leave the house, so give me some time.
Sure. I'll give you some time. But I can't wait too long. Well, good luck finding a new place. Hey, Katie. Answer the phone. I know you're ignoring me on purpose.
Yes?
Now you replied. Why can't you reply to me immediately?
What do you need?
Oh, well, I went to the new house earlier, but you seem to be out. So I threw away all of your stuff. You're welcome.
What? Why would you do that?
I was just going to take a look inside the house. But the house was much nicer than I expected, so I decided to just move in today. And since my husband and I will be using your room, I took out all of your stuff and threw it away.
What the hell? What are you doing? You promised you'd wait for me until I decided where and when to move. Why are you so selfish all the time?
Oh well. It looks like a comfortable place to live and my husband likes it. So, we just decided to start living here from today.
That is not an acceptable reason at all. Why did you enter my room without my permission? I'm going back home now. Please stop what you're doing right now.
It's already too late. I put everything in a garbage bag and threw it away.
What? I can't believe you. Are you insane? Please put back all my stuff. There's a lot of important stuff in my room.
Well, it all looked garbage to me. I guess the only thing that looked valuable was the laptop. It looked old, so probably it cost like $300 or something.
It's a $3,000 laptop.
What? $3,000? That laptop?
Yes. That's my working laptop. I recently bought a new one. I can't believe you threw it away.
Really? It didn't look like it cost that much.
Well, it cost that much. If you throw it away or cause damage to my laptop, I'll demand compensation to you. This is truly unacceptable.
Why? It's all your fault. I'm not doing anything bad here. It's your fault for not moving out, even though it's been 10 days since I asked you to move. So, I had no choice but to throw away your stuff. You should thank me for cleaning your dirty room.
Oh, come on. How can you be so selfish? You promised to wait until I was ready to move out.
In my mind, I was planning to wait until 10 days. Now that I've exceeded that deadline, I have no choice but to force you to move out.
Ugh, that's so selfish.
Besides, you should have realized by now. Mom and Dad are tired of seeing your face every damn day.
What do you mean? Did they say that?
Yeah. They told me you were always bossy in front of them. Nobody wants you to stay in the house. You should realize that.
No way. I'm the one who's been taking care of them all this time. In the end, they don't appreciate what I did?
Appreciate? No way. They were annoyed at you all the time. No one in the family loves you. I'm sorry, that's the reality. So, you should just give up and go live on your own now. From today, we'll be living in this gorgeous beachfront mansion. A useless sister like you should get out.
Thank God. Finally.
What?
If they think about me that way, I have nothing to say. I will just do whatever I want from now on.
Good. Don't ever show us that face again, okay? Good luck living single forever. Hey, Katie, can I ask you a favor?
Now what? After everything you did to me, you want to ask me a favor?
Oh, you don't have to be so cold.
Do you think I forgive you?
Well, I apologize for what I did to you before. Okay? But I need your help.
I won't help you.
Hey! I haven't told you what kind of help I need from you.
I don't need to know. It's obvious what kind of help you need.
Oh, come on. I'm really in trouble right now. We need your help.
It's none of my business. Nobody in the family loves me, right? And now you're asking me to help you? Don't make me laugh.
Please. I'm sorry. Just listen to what I want to say.
Oh, God. What is it?
To tell you the truth, it's been really hard since you left. Mom and Dad are always acting like kids. They keep asking me to buy things that they see online. When I told them that I couldn't buy them, they started crying and getting angry. My husband was so fed up, he needed to take a break. He left the house for a while.
I see. So?
No, what do you mean by so? It's really bad, you know.
Is it? For me, it's normal.
What? It's normal? Have they been like this since you were taking care of them?
That's right. Well, I warned you before, right? If you want to live happily with your husband, you shouldn't move in. You never believed me.
Is that what you meant? Oh my God. Also, I thought they already bought the house, but they were renting it. They even started saying that they don't want to pay the rent anymore. Instead, they wanted me to pay for it.
I see. Well, you've decided to live with them. I think it's all your responsibility to do what they say, don't you think?
No, I don't think so. That's crazy. Mom and Dad have plenty of retirement money. Why did they just buy the house or don't want to pay the rent?
Because they lost it all gambling.
What? Gambling?
You know that our parents love to go to the casino, right? After they retired, they went to the casino together every day. I think they ended up spending almost all of their retirement money in a few months.
Are you kidding? I never heard about that.
I was so shocked when I heard about it too. Their excuse was that they wanted to make more money. But look at them now.
I can't believe they put all their retirement money into gambling.
Anyway, they don't have enough money left to pay the rent for the house.
What the hell? Then why did they want to move if they don't have money?
You still don't get it? The rent and all the living expenses, I've been paying for it all by myself.
What? All by you? No way. My salary is not even enough to pay for the rent.
That's right. I was paying for everything.
You make that much money? By just working from home?
Yeah. I've been working hard for so many years. I recently got promoted. But my salary is not much to hire a full-time caregiver for both parents. That's why I keep working from home and taking care of them. All by myself.
No way. I didn't know you were working so hard by yourself. Please, can you come back?
Come back? Me?
Yeah, you're the only one I can rely on. I I used all my savings to move in. I have 0 savings.
Oh, that sucks. Well, you should have thought about moving carefully, don't you think?
There's nothing I can do now. Just please help me.
Why should I help you? Did you forget what you said to me before? Aren't you ashamed that you have a sister like me?
I won't say things like that anymore. Hey, please. Aren't you living miserably alone?
What are you talking about? I got engaged. I'm getting married soon.
What? You're not single? You're lying, right? You said you weren't planning on getting married for a while.
That was the plan. But the other day my boyfriend proposed to me out of the blue. I was surprised, but I thought it was about time. So, I said yes. I don't know why you assumed that I was single all the time.
Oh my god. What the hell is going on? I never planned to live like this.
Oh, just so you know, I haven't received the compensation. Don't tell me you forgot about my laptop.
What?
If you don't pay me by the end of this month, I'll have my lawyer file a claim. Think about it over with that stupid head of yours.
Katie, I can't take it anymore. Please, lend me some money. Just a little. I'll pay you back later.
Again? You haven't even paid me for my laptop yet. There's no way I will lend you money.
We're moving out of the house.
It's none of my business.
Don't say that. Right now I live with my parents in a tiny apartment. It's old and falling apart.
I think that kind of place suits you.
We can't even afford to buy enough food.
You have a rich husband, don't you?
He cheated on me and we haven't talked for a long time. Katie, please, just a little bit of money to help us. And if you can, help me take care of Mom and Dad.
Are you hearing yourself right now?
I know what I'm saying. I'm in real trouble. Please help me.
You kicked me out of the house and now you're telling me I should come back and help you?
I can't help it. I didn't know you were paying for the rent and living expenses.
I don't want anything to do with my family anymore. You guys are on your own.
Listen, our parents are crying every day. As a daughter, don't you want to do something about it?
I don't. I don't consider you as my family anymore.
Katie, please.
Don't depend on me. Goodbye.
Katie!
After that, Erica persistently contacted me, but I ignored all her messages. Once I received her compensation for the laptop, I blocked her number. I heard that Erica ended up working at a nightclub, in addition to her day job. I don't know why she asked for help before trying to earn money on her own. To be honest, I don't feel sorry for them at all. I still feel sad that my parents never appreciated what I did for them that time. But as a last kind gesture to my parents, I invited them to my wedding. When I saw them after a long time, they became like different people. They immediately apologized to me and expressed their deep gratitude for all the sacrifices I made for them. I forgave them wholeheartedly, knowing that family is more important than any resentment or hurt feelings. We embraced each other, letting go of the past and looking forward to a brighter future together.
Olivia, I need to talk to you. You got a minute?
What's wrong, Daniel? Why are you texting me? Aren't you in the next room?
Sorry. I know it's not something to talk about through text message, but I don't think I can do it face to face.
Okay. I don't understand, but what is it about?
I want to break up.
Huh?
I don't think we're right for each other.
What's wrong with you all of a sudden? We've known each other since high school.
We've known each other for a long time, but looking back, I realize I've just been going with the flow without really thinking.
Going with the flow?
We were in the same class, seated next to each other, so we became close friends. Then somehow we started dating, and before we knew it, we got married. But honestly, I regret it. I wish I had thought about it more carefully.
I see. Never thought that's how you felt. I have no words. I loved you with all my heart. I was so happy when you proposed to me. I was thinking you felt the same way.
I'm sorry to say this, but it was one-sided.
So, that means you never liked me?
I'm sorry.
Then why did you marry me?
You've always been responsible since we were in school, dedicated to your work, and you took good care of me. I thought you were perfect as a life partner, but I never considered you as someone I'd have romantic feelings for.
I see. So in other words, I was just a convenient option for you, huh?
I'm not saying that, but you know, we only live once, right? I just want to live true to my feelings.
What do you mean?
I can't see us staying married any longer.
I understand that you want to break up with me, but it's so out of nowhere that I'm kind of freaking out.
I know. I'm sorry, but this is how I really feel.
So, is that the only reason you want to leave me?
Huh?
You talk about compatibility and going along with the flow, but I have a feeling there's more to it.
Okay, let me make it clear then. I'm in love with somebody else.
Who?
Her name is Amber. She comes from a wealthy family. Her father owns a company.
So you've been cheating on me?
It's not cheating. I really like her.
That's cheating. You're married to me. And you're out here dating somebody else.
Right. Well, either way, I'm only in love with Amber. I want a divorce.
If we get divorced, I'll have to claim alimony, you know, right?
Yeah, I'll pay you whatever you want.
Really? You were addicted to gambling before we got married. I know you don't have enough savings.
Well, yes, but she's the daughter of the president. If I marry her, I can quickly recover the money lost through alimony.
Daniel, don't you have any intention of reconsidering the divorce?
Huh?
You haven't proposed to her yet, right? I think we still have a chance to start over. If there's anything wrong with me, I'll work hard to fix it.
There's no way we can do that. I'm not in love with you, and I can't find you attractive anymore. You'll never be able to fix your flaws.
What do you mean?
Because you grew up poor.
What?
No matter how hard you try, you can't fix being poor.
You think so?
I've been to your parents' house a few times, and honestly, I couldn't help but wonder how you could stand living in such a shabby place. You really put me off.
I know I was raised by my mother on her own, and we were poor when I was little, but my mom worked so hard to put me through college. Thanks to her, I landed a job at a well-known company. I even got promoted recently. My salary has been steadily rising. I'm definitely not struggling financially.
It's not about how things are now or anything like that.
Huh?
You look poor.
What?
That miserable expression on your face, it's like poverty is written all over it. Just looking at you makes me feel poor.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Compared to Amber, she came from a rich family. She's beautiful, and you can tell with her presence that she's rich. I'd rather marry someone like her than you who looks poor.
Okay.
If I marry her, I'll probably become the company president someday. You've known me for a long time, so you must know that I have a strong sense of ambition. I don't want to settle for a mediocre life.
Oh, well, if that's how you feel, then I'm ending things with you.
Cool. I'm glad you're being understanding.
I hope you and your wealthy girlfriend well.
It's not a done deal yet. Well, now my future looks bright. Being with you would have been a recipe for disaster. But now that I'm single again, it's time to make my move and win her over.
From the looks of it, your future doesn't seem too bright either.
Why is that?
You're aiming to get ahead without lifting a finger yourself, relying on others to do the work.
And what's wrong with that? I'm not like you who grew up poor. You can just keep your fingers crossed and watch me succeed.
I wish you the best of luck.
Hey, Olivia. How are you? It's been 5 years. You know who this is, right? Your ex-husband, Daniel. You haven't changed your number, right? How have you been? I wanted to talk to you about something, so please hit me up when you see this. I'll be waiting. Olivia, why are you ignoring my messages? You haven't even been reading my messages. I'm not blocked, right? Are you really ignoring me? At least text back. I need to talk to you about something. Olivia, stop ignoring me. Olivia, hello? I'm running out of patience. Don't ignore me.
Oh my god, what do you want? I'm working, I can't answer.
Finally.
It's annoying getting all these notifications from you.
Whoa, what's with the attitude? Why are you still working this late?
It's not even 7 o'clock yet.
Wow, you're still a hard worker, I see. I thought you had me blocked already. I knew you're still waiting for me to reach out.
Huh? What are you talking about? I just forgot to block you.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. I haven't heard from you in 5 years.
Yeah, I was creeped out when I saw your name on my phone. All these notifications are horrifying.
Creeped out? Stop acting tough. I know you're happy to hear from me.
Yeah, right. I've always thought you were annoying. After all these years, I see nothing has changed. If anything, it got worse. So what do you want? I'm busy with work. I have better things to do than talk to you.
Whoa, wait a minute. There's something I really need to talk to you about.
What?
I went out for drinks the other day with some of our friends from high school. They were talking about you.
And?
You're famous. I had no idea.
What are you talking about?
Apparently, one of them saw you in a business magazine. Looks like you're a CEO now with annual sales of $7 million. That's amazing. You surprised me.
Oh, about that. Yeah, I did participate in an interview for a magazine. So what about it? You reached out because of that?
Huh? Well, seeing how successful you have been, I just wanted to catch up.
I don't have anything to talk to you about.
Wait, stop acting like a stranger.
We are strangers.
Why are you being like that? We've known each other for a long time.
How dare you? You only married me because it was convenient for you, remember? And then you dumped me because I was ugly and poor.
Come on, don't be so angry. It's been 5 years. I just wanted to ask you how you became so successful.
I've been working hard ever since I joined the company. It's likely that the divorce motivated me to put in even more effort. It appears that my considerable achievements in my work were recognized, resulting in my selection as CEO last year.
I see. Being in your 30s and achieving all that is quite something. You've always been a hard worker since high school.
Is that all you wanted to talk about? Like I said, I'm busy.
Why don't we meet up sometime?
What?
I want to celebrate your promotion. Let me take you out for dinner. I know a great Italian restaurant.
No, thank you.
Huh?
I don't need you to celebrate.
What the hell? I'm out here trying to be nice and take you out.
I got better things to do than going out to dinner with you. I don't ever want to see your face again.
No need to hold back. After all, we used to be married.
We're complete strangers now. Also, you told me you don't want to see me anymore, remember?
Huh?
You said I'm poor and you can't see it through my looks, and I always look unhappy. You made fun of me.
Come on, it's been 5 years.
The one who's been made a fool of never forgets.
Olivia?
Don't even message me anymore. I got work to do. Bye.
Olivia, wait. Olivia, what the hell? I was going to tell you something better. Olivia, you got a minute?
Crap.
What?
I forgot to block you.
Damn, don't be like that. It's Sunday. You're off work, right?
I have things to do besides work. I'm busy.
Don't say that, just give me a minute.
Hell no. You're a waste of my time.
Wait, I really want to talk to you about something.
What?
I think you'll be happy to hear it.
Make it quick.
Actually, I broke up with my girlfriend.
Girlfriend? You mean the wealthy girlfriend?
Yes.
So, you divorced after all?
No, I wasn't married to her.
Oh.
We both wanted to get married, but her father was against it, so we ended up breaking up before we could even get married.
I see.
I'm so sad. We went on trips and did a lot of things together. I was so close to marrying her.
I'm sorry to hear that. You never met her parents, huh?
She wouldn't let me. She didn't want me to meet her parents until her father agrees. That's the reason why. I'm single now. You still like me, right?
Excuse me?
How about we give it another shot?
What?
What's the matter? Are you speechless?
No,
Well, can't blame you. It was out of the blue. No wonder you're speechless.
no, it's not that.
No worries. I understand how you feel. You don't have to answer right away. You're too happy you're speechless, huh?
Oh, God.
I'll forget about what happened back then and marry you again. The fact that you were poor is already in the past. From now on, let's get together as a couple and be successful.
As a couple?
That's right. No matter how successful you are, you'd still feel empty if you're single. But don't worry. I'll be your husband again.
No way.
Huh?
I don't want to be married to you again.
Why not?
Did you forget what you said about me? Being with me would drag you to poverty. You'll be unhappy. Don't tell me you don't remember.
Here you go again, talking about the past. I apologize for what I said back then. I was young back then, so I couldn't control myself and ended up saying some hurtful words towards you.
Huh? I never gave you a reason to lash out on me like that. You were just attacking me for your personal reasons.
I'm really sorry about that. I just couldn't get over the fact that you were living in that shabby house. I ended up convincing myself that you weren't a suitable woman for me.
If you're talking about the house I grew up in, I renovated that house. My mom is living in a new house now.
I know. That's why now I genuinely respect you. I want to support you and be there for you. This time, I'll wholeheartedly welcome you as my wife.
Welcome me? Why are you so condescending?
I mean, deep down you really want to get back together with me, right? Just be honest about it.
You haven't reflected on anything at all, have you?
I'm sorry I made fun of you back then.
It's too late to apologize now.
Don't say that. You don't have a boyfriend yet. You'll be single forever if you miss this chance.
I'm on my honeymoon right now.
Huh?
So please, stop bothering me.
Seriously? You're married?
Yes.
Why didn't you let me know?
Why do I have to? If you don't have anything else to say, I have to go.
Wait.
What?
Who the hell took my girl?
I don't belong to you.
Damn it. I can't believe you remarried behind my back. I bet they only came close to you because you're the CEO, right? Otherwise, no one would think about marrying a divorced woman in her 30s like you. You're not even that pretty.
Can you please not compare him to you?
What?
My husband is a business owner too.
Seriously?
I met him through work. His company is successful as mine. That's why we get along so well. Of course, he didn't approach me for my wealth.
Well, if you already have a husband, then I guess I have to give up. However, may I ask, would you lend me some money?
Seriously? What is up with you?
I mean, your husband is a business owner, so he has money too, right? The thing is, I'm in debt. Most of my salary goes towards paying off the debt. It's too much. I can only pay for the interest. I'm really in trouble.
Why did you borrow so much money?
Because I had to borrow money to pay your alimony. I needed money to take my girlfriend out on trips and buy her gifts. I needed it. So I ended up taking loans from everywhere I could. Before I knew it, the amount became astronomical.
I see. So you were pushing yourself to win over a wealthy young lady.
After putting in so much effort, only to end up being rejected in the end. I don't even know what was the point of doing all that.
Well, it seems like the effort was directed in the wrong direction. That's too bad.
Don't talk about it like it's someone else's problem. She played me. She made me spend all that money just to dump me. Yeah, she used me.
Well, weren't you trying to use her too? You went after her because she was rich. You two are pretty much the same. The reason you asked me to marry you again is because of my money, right?
No, I fell in love with your personality.
That's enough bullshit.
Please, trust me.
Oh, by the way, I was hesitating to tell you this, but since you've been bugging me, I guess I have no choice but to tell you.
Tell me what?
That rich girl Amber you were cheating on me with, she's actually not rich.
Huh?
Yeah, it's true that her dad owns a company, but it's a small construction family business.
What?
I think the two of you are ambitious, dressing and acting like rich people. She was probably looking for a man who would spend money on her. You two were a perfect match.
Hold up. You're kidding me, right?
I think the reason why she didn't want you to meet her parents is because she didn't want you to find out that they're not rich.
That's bullshit. How the hell do you know about her?
I'm not making things up. I hired a private investigator.
A private investigator?
Yes, you suddenly wanted to get a divorce, so I hired someone to find out who you were trying to have an affair with. If she knew you were married, I'd have to claim compensation from her too, but it seems like she thought you were single too. That means you tricked her too.
What the hell? So all that money that I spent on her, it was for nothing?
You're absolutely right.
That's messed up.
Well then, I'll excuse myself now.
Wait, can we talk?
Oh my god, are you sure you want to keep talking with me? I'm poor, right? You said it's contagious, so...
Huh? Stop with that nonsense.
Bye.
Olivia.
I don't want to hear from you. Forever.
Olivia, wait. Please, help me.
After that, Daniel persistently tried to contact me, so I blocked him on everything. Then he came to my office begging me to get back with him. Soon after, the security rushed to my office and caught him and got him reported. It seems that Daniel became quite emotionally unstable after being rejected by me and realizing he was also deceived by Amber. He caused some trouble at his work and got fired. He probably still has debts to deal with, so I assume he's working somewhere. But honestly, I don't care about him, so I don't know what happened to him after. As for me, I'm happily spending my days with a sincere and trustworthy husband. I'll continue to put in effort and do my best in whatever lies ahead.
Chelsea, why don't you think about moving out soon? Brenda, what is up all of a sudden? I walked by your apartment a while ago, and I felt sorry for Natalie living in that small apartment. I see. I've been considering moving to a house at some point too. But since Natalie is still small, I think it might be better to wait a little longer before building our own home. That's not good. Your child should be raised in a spacious house. Plus, isn't your current place just too cramped for the three of you? So far, we're not planning on having a second child. That's not what I mean. What? Never mind. If you're considering moving, just go ahead and build a house already. James works for an elite company. You're not struggling with money, right? Well, yes. You're lucky you got to marry him. In today's world, there are more families with both working parents. You can stay at home all the time. I work too. Huh? Aren't you a stay-at-home wife? I believe I've explained this before. I work from home. Oh, I see. But you're probably not earning as much as my son, right? Working on those little side jobs at home isn't going to bring in much. It's almost like you're being supported financially. Hey, maybe lay off acting all high and mighty just because of a little side hustle. It's kind of disrespectful to my son, who's busting his butt out there, you know? Huh. Anyway, you should move out to a bigger place for the sake of your child. Do you want me to talk to James about it? Oh no, that's fine. We'll decide about the house together. I can't let that happen. I can't stand to see my son's family living in a place so small like a doghouse. As a mother, I can't just let that slide. A doghouse is a bit exaggerating. If you don't want it to be called like that, then build your own house. I don't get why you do insist on us moving. I'll talk to my husband about it. Chelsea, I heard the news. You bought a mansion, huh? You moved in without even telling me. Why didn't you tell me about it? I'm sorry, Brenda. I've been swamped with work and haven't had a chance to reach out. Plus, the house is a mess. I wanted to wait until things settle down before getting in touch. Oh dear, you sure talk big for someone who doesn't do much work themselves. James is supposed to be busier than you, but he managed to contact me just fine. I see. I'm impressed, by the way. You guys listened to me. You built a big house. Yes, we did. I thought it was a bit soon, but we had some money saved up, so we decided to take the plunge and build. You should thank James. He's been working hard to provide and build a big house. He's an excellent son, and I'm very proud of him. So, I'm thinking I'd like to pay a quick visit to your new house. Can I come tomorrow? I'm afraid tomorrow might not work. As I mentioned earlier, work has been really hectic, and we haven't finished unpacking. I'd feel bad having you over while everything's still a mess. Can you reschedule once we're all settled? What are you talking about? You're home all day. It won't take you long to clean up. I've told you many times, I'm at home but I'm working. You know what? You talk about work too much. Aren't you just making work as an excuse so you can get away from doing house chores? That's just not being a good wife. What's the point of getting married? Even if you say so, why don't you just quit your job? Huh? If you have time for a job that seems like a hobby, why don't you focus on being a housewife? I'm earning money, and I just can't quit like that. How can you say that when you don't make much money? I have a good income. Anyway, I really want to see the new house as soon as possible. I don't care if you're working or not. I'll go tomorrow. That's absurd. Don't worry. Don't mind me. We're family. I can help myself and make tea or something if you're too busy. That's not what it is. If I keep worrying about your schedule, I'll never be able to visit. So I'll come by tomorrow. See you then. Wait. Brenda, you can't just come over. Wow, impressive. I had no idea it was going to be this big. With a train station and the supermarket nearby, this is a good location. I'm glad you like it. Work got pretty backed up though. Oh, are you saying I'm interrupting you from work? You're just playing with your computer. I'm not playing. Never mind. I'm relieved. With this much space, it should be no problem for a family of 4 to live comfortably. Oh, 4 people? I'll live with you. What? What are you so surprised about? Did you seriously intend to live in such a big house with just the 3 of you? Having extra rooms would be such a waste. Oh no, that's not the case at all. We need a living room where the family can gather, separate rooms for the kids, a master bedroom for us. And of course, we each need our own workspace. Working space for each? Yes. Wait, are you going to have your own workroom too? I basically work from home. Oh, look at you. You're a spoiled housewife, huh? Huh? I'll just use your room. Where am I going to work then? You're just on your computer anyways, so the living room is enough. I can't work in the living room. Can't you just move around with your laptop? No, I have meetings online. I can't have you deciding on moving in with us without our consent. James wants me to live with him. Huh? He didn't tell you? No. Well, that's understandable. You've been too busy with your work. You don't even have time to talk with your husband. I don't think my work has anything to do with it. James thinks the same way. He thinks it'll be great if I could help with the house chores. Poor thing. He's working hard and always tired from work. I can't believe you don't take good care of him. That's why I'm moving in. I'll take care of my son for you. It's beneficial for you too. I can help you with the house chores. I can take care of Natalie too. I mean, I can't leave you with the important task of raising my grandchild. I don't want them to grow up with a mother who doesn't take care of their father. That's not a good example. Please leave Natalie alone. I'm her mother. Anyway, I'm going to go back and pack my things now. Make sure you leave my room empty. I wouldn't let you have a room for yourself. That's absurd. I can't have you living here. Please reconsider. Why should I listen to you? It's okay because my son said so. He didn't say anything about you moving here. This is my house too. Hey, you do know where you stand, right? You're just the wife and I'm the mother-in-law, so just shut up and listen to me. How can you say such horrible things? James doesn't even act like a husband. I can't believe you're blaming James for this. We both work. He doesn't help me with the house. I do everything by myself. Also, it's your job as a wife. I've done everything for my husband since we got married. If I can do it, why can't you? You can't compare me to you. Are you looking down on me because I'm a stay-at-home wife? No, I'm not. I'm just saying that I work and earn money too. I just want a little help from my husband, that's all. I see. Now I know well how useless you are as a wife. Useless? I've spoiled you enough. You should be grateful you get to live with me. I'm going to give you a hard time teaching you how to be a wife. Chelsea, I just sent over my stuff. Of course you left my room open, right? I feel so happy. I've been alone and lonely since my husband passed away. But I'm looking forward to living with my son and his family. I'm so excited about it. Brenda, you really sent your stuff over? Yes, the movers are on their way. Why would you do such thing? What? I already told you about it. You and James discussed it without including me. So? James agreed to it. I don't see what's the problem. James built that house. Even my son is looking forward to me moving in. Let me tell you something. We won't live in that house. Huh? What do you mean? That house we built, we're moving out there soon. What nonsense are you talking about? Oh, I get it. You mean you're moving out there, right? Because you don't want to live with me, you're planning to move out and leave your family. That's fine, but you have to leave Natalie. I'll raise her to be respectful and a responsible child. I'll never let a mother like you see her again. I'm sorry, Brenda. What? I left with Natalie. We will never go back to that house again. Huh? What are you talking about? You don't know anything? Huh? James had an affair. An affair? No way! That's impossible! After we moved, I was cleaning up his stuff. Then, I found a receipt in one of his boxes. It was from a hotel. James rarely goes on a business trip, and I thought it was strange, so I confronted him. What? He calmly confessed about having an affair. He was having an affair with a girl who works at the bar he always goes to. Are you serious? I knew something was wrong the moment we started building the house. He started coming home late, saying he worked overtime. And when I found out, he probably felt relieved. You know what he said to me? He said, "I'm going to move in with her, and you have to get out of my house." Oh, but it's probably your fault. He neglected you because you're too busy with work. You didn't do your job as a wife. No wonder he gave up on you. You should give up on him too. I guess you have no choice but to leave. Oh no, he's not the smartest, you know. Are you saying he's stupid? Don't you dare talk about my son like that. How can he ask me to leave if it's not his house? What are you talking about? It's his house. Brenda, I think you're misunderstanding something here. I was the one who paid for everything. He never paid a single penny. Enough with the jokes. How can you afford it? You don't even have income. So you think being a basic office worker at an elite company brings in money? Do you think you can afford to build a big house? Also, James is only in his 30s. But James has been working hard and always stays out late at work. If he wanted to, he could afford to build a mansion. It's impossible. What? He doesn't get paid as much as you think. No way. If he really was working late, he would have received overtime pay, right? But instead, he was lying about work and meeting up with his affair partner. Are you saying you're making more money than James? Yes. But you're just playing with your computer. I run a company. You're kidding. I told you about this before. I guess you don't remember. After graduating from college, instead of finding a job, I started my online shop. I outsource inventory management and product shipping. So basically, I can work with just one computer. I see. I thought James paid for everything. Too bad, huh? At this point, I don't care who paid for it. I'm moving in with James and Natalie. So if you want to go, please go. Well, it should be you and James who are leaving. Huh? James wanted to drive me out of the house, so he invited you to move in. What are you talking about? I'm lost. He knew I didn't want to live with you. By having you move in, he thought I'd be too afraid to stay because of your bullying. He thought that if he did that, he would have the house to himself. So he kept nagging about living together. Wasn't it because he wanted me to help out with the house? That's just his excuse. He used you to take the house away from me. But he's really not the smartest. I bought the house and it's under my name. Even if I leave, it won't become James's house. I'm pretty sure his plan was to kick you out after I move out. Sorry to break the news. That's not true. I left the house like he wanted. Since I have no intention of going back to that house, I decided to sell it. Sell it? But you just built it. Sad, right? I wanted to believe that his cheating was all in my head. But I've come to terms with it now, and I have no regrets. I'm divorcing James. What? Divorce? Having your wife pay to build a house and then cheating on her like it's nothing? And on top of that, letting his mother live with us without my permission? I don't need him. So I'll divorce him and sell the house. I don't care what you say. What should I do? That's not my problem. It was your idea to move in without my permission anyways. I guess you have no choice but to move back to your own house. I don't have a home to go back to. Huh? I thought I was going to move in with you, so I decided to tear down the old house I'm living in. I've already hired someone to do it. That's ridiculous. I never wanted to live with you. There's nothing I can do about it. James said he'd live with me. I didn't know it was going to be under your name. I see. Then you can live in my house for a little while, but you have to leave by the end of this month. By the end of this month? Yes. I already have a buyer lined up. Since it's a new house and in a good location, it was easy to find one. No way. Chelsea, will you reconsider the divorce? Hell no. I thought about it for the sake of my daughter. But then I realized I don't want her to grow up with a sloppy father like James. He is a scumbag who cheated on me and tried to take over my house. I'll talk to James. No, thank you. I am so over him. I can't stand him. Don't decide everything on your own. If you're not okay with that, feel free to take legal action. Wait a minute. Please forgive my son. I'm sorry, you have a stupid son. I'm a victim too, you know. I've been deceived by my son. Please, help me. You're the only one I can rely on. No way. You were trying to get rid of me too. You told me to leave my daughter and go. I said those words in the heat of the moment. Please, I'm begging you, help me. I refuse. Chelsea? I'll be filing for divorce and seeking compensation from James. As for the house, I've left everything to the realtors, so I don't think you'll be seeing me anymore. So, this is it? Please don't contact me again. You're kidding, right? Goodbye. Brenda, wait! Help me! After that, our divorce was successfully finalized. My ex-husband moved into an apartment with his lover. And of course, my ex-mother-in-law, who had nowhere to go, moved into the apartment. It seems the three of them have been forced into a miserable life. My ex-mother-in-law was unemployed. James's partner quit her job since they started dating. So he was left alone to support both of them. And since I was demanding alimony and child support, he couldn't afford to pay for their rent. They moved to a smaller apartment with shared bathrooms. That miserable life stressed him out. They both seemed to fight every day. As for me, I sold my house and used that money to buy a cozy house. I'm still working from home at my own pace, while enjoying my life with my lovely daughter.
Oh my god, I was really surprised today. I never thought you would be at my new job. Yeah, I was surprised too. I never thought I'd be working at the same place as my niece. I guess we're really destined to cross paths after all, huh? Oh god, please no. Don't say such things. You are so mean. Aren't you happy to be colleagues with your lovely niece? Why would I be happy? Did you forget that you stole my husband? Huh? Are you still holding on to the old grudge? That was over 3 years ago. I will never forget what you did to me. Oh, come on. Let's forget about the past. I left him a long time ago. When I heard you got divorced, I was shocked. After stealing my husband, you dumped him in just a week. It can't be helped. He wasn't the kind of man I hoped he'd be. Anyway, I was feeling kind of nervous at my new workplace. But I feel relieved to know that you are working there. You'll support me as my aunt, right? Well, I can't change the fact that you were hired. I'll help you with work stuff, but nothing else. Don't contact me for anything other than work, okay? Why not? We're relatives. Don't you love your lovely niece? I'm not the kind enough person to be nice to a woman who stole my husband. Whatever. You were so mean. That's why you lost your husband to your own niece. Say whatever you want. Goodbye. Hey, Francesca! I have something I want to ask. Is now a good time? Hey! Are you ignoring me? You were always mean to me. It's something related to work, so please respond. Can you not message me after work? It's already past 8 in the evening. I've already gone home. It's not just about work. It's something much more important. What is it? I heard you're the wife of the president. What? What a surprise! I thought you were a miserable single lady for life. But I heard you got remarried to the president. Who told you about that? I heard the managers talking about it in the women's restroom. So I just wanted to confirm the facts. Why do I have to reveal my personal information? Especially to someone like you, a homewrecker. I see. If you were reacting that way, it's true that you're the president's wife, huh? How could you become the wife of the president when I'm better than you? The president is still in his 40s, right? Despite his age, he chose a miserable old lady like you. Excuse me? If you're the president's wife, you should be more confident, shouldn't you? Why are you trying to hide it? I'm not trying to hide it. I know that there's only one thing on your mind. What? You're probably thinking about stealing the position of the president's wife. Oh, wow. You know exactly what I'm thinking about. After all, you mistakenly thought my ex-husband, Anthony, was the next president and stole him from me. Well, a week after the divorce was finalized, it was announced that the next president is Anthony's younger brother. When you found out that Anthony was just a regular employee, you quickly dumped him. I was fooled too, you know. I was the victim. Just remembering it makes me mad. I thought I could become the president's wife, but he turned out to be completely useless. You assumed Anthony was the next president all by yourself. It's all your fault. Shut up. So that's why it can't fail this time. I'm going to steal your husband away from you, and this time I'm going to take the position of president's wife. That's too bad. Things won't go your way. I've already told my husband all about you. What? Unlike my ex-husband, he's not a cheating scumbag. No matter what you do, it's pointless. Oh, really? Well then, challenge accepted. If you're so confident, why don't we give it a try? Give it a try? Because of you, I've been struggling for the past 3 years. To pay the alimony you demanded, I've been working as an office worker during the day at the bar at night. It's been a really hard time for me. Well, that's what you deserved. Isn't it kinda heartless to demand compensation from a relative? After all, I'm your niece. So why don't you just give up your husband, you know? I don't care if you were my relative or not. You took my husband, so you should pay for what you did. Honestly, I don't want to consider you as my relative anymore. I never find you adorable. Ever since you were a child, you've been throwing tantrums whenever things don't go your way. Whatever. Just remember that I hold a grudge against you too. I'm going to get my revenge for what you did. Well, I'm 20 years younger than you. There's no way my plan won't work. This time, I'm going to take over the role of the president's wife. So get ready. Here we go again. Hi, Francesca. There's something that I need to tell you. What is it this time? I told you not to contact me for anything other than work, didn't I? Oh my god, you haven't noticed? What? You're so clueless. It's hilarious. I've stolen your husband. What? Just as I said, I've taken the position of the president's wife. Now, you're back to being just a dull clerk. When I made a move, the president fell for me so easily. I guess all men like young women. A month after I joined the company, I started keeping in touch with the president personally. The other day, I invited him out for a drink. And just like that. You know what I mean, right? It's already been 2 months since then. You didn't notice it at all, did you? The president seems to be really into me, to the point that he does not even care about his wife anymore. Tonight, the president is going to spend the night in my place. See? An old hag can't be the president's wife for long. He prefers younger women over older ones. The president even says so himself. Oh, I see. So that means that president isn't my husband. What? My husband would never say anything like that. Of course, he wouldn't say that in front of you. But deep down, he'd rather be with a fresh young woman than an old hag. You should understand his feelings. There's no way he would stay with you in the first place. He comes home straight after work. He had dinner with me, watched the TV, took a shower, and went to bed. He must be tired from work to go to bed so early. And since tomorrow's Saturday, so he asked not to be woken up by me. Oh yeah? You don't seem to believe me. Of course not. Because he's at my house right now. I'm sorry I left you all alone again. It's lonely for a middle-aged woman to live alone, isn't it? I just told you that I'm with my husband. You're still saying that? Stop being delusional already. So you truly think that you're dating the president? Yeah, I've been saying that. I see. I don't know which president you're talking about, but if he's married, you should stop whatever you're doing. You've just finished paying off the debt that you made 3 years ago, right? And now you're doing the same thing again. Do you want to go back to debt hell for another alimony claim? You don't need to worry about me, so relax. Last time, I mistakenly stole a worthless man. But this time, I made sure he was the real president before I took him. A worthless man? How could you say that after what you did to me? I thought he was the next president of the company. But he's just an ordinary office worker. I felt like I was being scammed. But now that I'm here, I'm not afraid of being sued for alimony or anything. If I can become the president's wife, a few $1,000s is nothing. So he does have a wife this time too. Yeah, what are you talking about? You know what? It's a wife's fault for being cheated on. If you wanted to keep your husband, you should have worked on yourself and tried your best not to be dumped. Why do you always want to steal someone else's husband? If you want to be the president's wife, just find a single president. That doesn't make sense. What? I want to take away your man because he's your husband. What do you mean? It's unfair that you're the only one getting a successful man. Despite being an old hag, I can let you be happy by yourself. What? But my ex-husband didn't fit into what you would consider a successful man, right? I thought he was successful because he was the son of the president, and he was the eldest. It was so obvious that he will be the next president. Oh, I see. Why didn't you tell me from the beginning that he was not going to be the next president? You made me pay alimony, and I ended up getting divorced in a week. What a waste of time and money. I don't understand why I have to be blamed at this point. Anyway, I get that you really hate me. Yeah, that's what I mean. Unbelievable. You don't need to compete with your aunt, who's as old as your mother. I can't stand it when an old lady who's much older than me is having a better life than me. Well, your husband is already mine. This time, I'll become the president's wife and make you miserable. Finally, I'll steal the luxurious life from you. Jesus Christ. I have a bad feeling about this. Francesca, you're such a liar! Here we are again. What is it this time? I heard you got married while hiding your divorce status from the president. What? I spilled your past to the president. Then the president said, I thought I was marrying a woman who had never been married before. He got really mad. Well, that's why he decided to divorce you right away. You hid your past because you wanted to be the president's wife, right? You are the worst. I've told my husband everything about my past. You are lying. He says he doesn't know. I told him everything before we got married. You thought you did, but you didn't. No, that's not true. Oh, really? How sure are you? I even told my husband about you. I showed him all the messages that you have been sending me these days. If my husband didn't know about my past, I wouldn't have been able to talk about it with him. I still think you were lying. I mean, you should realize it already. Realize what? You're making a terrible mistake. A terrible mistake? Everybody in the office is talking about you. Oh, that's right. I don't care what people say or think about me. Besides, I'm intentionally flirting in the office, so it's only natural that everybody is talking about me. I knew it. I mean, they don't have any right to judge me. It seems you haven't officially announced the divorce yet. But the president divorced you already. Now, I'm the president's wife. I finally took the position of president's wife. Oh God. I was hoping you'd notice when you saw my company ID. But it looks like that didn't work. What are you talking about? Do you know my full name? Francesca Davis, right? And the president's last name is Miller, so... Oh, wait. Isn't it too quick to change your surname? Have you already changed it back to your maiden name? No, I didn't. My maiden name is Wilson. Oh, is that right? I got married 2 years ago and my name changed to Davis. What? So, your husband is... Wait a minute. Could it be the president of the parent company? Yes, that's right. My husband is the president of the parent company. Wait, what? You finally noticed. So you just heard that I'm the wife of the president. You just assumed that the president of our company was my husband. You didn't check the most important thing. Which company's president is he actually the president of? Oh my God! Also, I will tell you this for the sake of our president's ex-wife. I'm pretty sure that she never got a divorce before. Oh no! But the president decided to divorce his wife because he believed what you said. If you don't want to be sued, you should correct that. No way! I just married a different man by mistake. Your real husband is the president of the parent company? That means he's way wealthier than the one that I stole? That's so unfair! Huh, you're saying that now? Yeah. If it's a parent company and a subsidiary, the parent company definitely gets a higher salary. That's true, but it's so frustrating. Your husband's annual income must be higher. Probably. Damn it! I thought I could beat you. But, well, whatever. Huh? Even though it's a subsidiary, he's still the president. considering the death hell I've been at, it's a lot better. I'll be retiring soon and becoming a housewife. I won't be seeing your face at the office anymore. It's really frustrating, but I'll leave it at this. You're going to be a housewife? Of course. Because I'm going to be the president's wife. My husband's earnings will be enough to live on. There's no need for me to work so hard. If you were talking about our president, he got fired. Fired? It means he was dismissed. Why? What do you mean? The board of directors decided that. Why? Well, even though he was married, he flirted with female employees and did not work during working hours. The president is supposed to be a role model for his employees, but he was violating the company's compliance policy. Oh no! Also, you may not know this, but Mr. Miller's ex-wife is the only daughter of the former president. Is that so? He became president by marrying the former president's daughter. If he leaves her, he'll have no choice but to leave the company too. Oh my god! Wait a minute. That means he is no longer the president. Does that mean he's unemployed? That's right. If both of you are unemployed, so you'll have to work hard to make ends meet in your small apartment. Huh? My apartment? He owns a big mansion. We were planning to live in that mansion together. Oh, that house is in his ex-wife's name. What? He didn't build a house? It seems to be his ex-wife's family home. You know what? Mr. Miller was originally just a regular employee before. But because he's married to the president's daughter, he was able to live in a mansion. No way! Mr. Miller must be regretting it right now, because he had an affair with you. He lost everything at once. No way! Also, I think this is the most important thing. You'll have to pay the alimony for your own. Huh? Why? His ex-wife is rich, right? If that's the case, there should be a division of property even if they divorced. That's the thing. It turns out that Mr. Miller was using the joint savings without permission, so there was no property division either. Under such circumstances, he paid his wife alimony in one lump sum, and his savings went to nothing. No way! What the hell? I can't pay alimony on my own. I told you to stop, didn't I? This is what happens when you break out other people's families. Oh my god, I'll have to go to debt again. If you don't have any savings, that's what will happen. So, I'll go back to living in extreme poverty? To the miserable life when you eat only canned goods every day? Well, what you eat is your choice, but I'm sure you'll be in debt again. I don't want to. I've worked so hard to pay off my debts and crawl up here. Now you are back to square one. I feel sorry for you. You feel sorry? Really? You sound like you don't care at all. Of course, I don't care. That's terrible. You're my relatives, so help me. You took my husband, and now you're calling me a relative? That's a story from the past. But this time, there's nothing happened to you. That's right. Could you ask your husband to cancel my resignation? It's so depressing that I couldn't be the president's wife. But I have to work hard and pay the alimony. Do you think you can go back to work now after having an affair with the president? Well, you're still young. Why don't you try to find a new job? But... Well then, goodbye. Wait, Francesca! No! I wanted to be the president's wife. I don't want to live a poor life with an unemployed old man. Please, help me! It seems that my niece and her husband lived together in my niece's apartment for a while. But in the end, they fought every day and divorced after a month. My niece, who had already been disowned by her parents and had nowhere to go, persistently contacted me begging me to lend her some money. But since she brought this upon herself, I have no intention of helping her. According to rumors, my niece borrowed money again to pay for the alimony. And it seems she returned to her debt hell again. As for me, I am spending peaceful days with my new husband. My previous marriage didn't work out because of my niece. But thanks to that, I was able to meet my current loving husband. I hope that this time my niece will have a serious love life and find a true happiness. I wish her all the best.
Nicole, is it true that you and Cody are going to have a wedding party soon?
Yes, Stella. We are looking for venues the other day.
Is it too late to have a wedding party now? You two have been married for 2 years already.
Yeah, but we've been busy with work since.
It was hard to schedule a party.
And now that things have settled down, we wanted to make a once-in-a-lifetime memory.
Oh, how disappointing.
Is there anything wrong?
I thought you guys aren't going to have a wedding party. This is so embarrassing.
I'm sorry. I know it took us a while.
It's not about that. If you have a wedding party, people will know that you are my son's wife.
What? Why is that a problem?
It's been 2 years since you got married and you don't have a baby yet. I want to carry my grandchild in the ceremony. Are you trying to embarrass me?
I can't do anything about that. We have been trying.
It doesn't matter how hard you try. It's nothing without the results.
Stella?
I was against your marriage in the first place. I've always wanted Cody to have a young and beautiful wife. Not 5 years older than him and not that good looking. But instead, he chose to be with you. I had no choice but to agree to it. I can't do nothing about your looks and your age, but the least you could do was give me a grandchild.
Oh.
Now it's been 2 years and you haven't gotten pregnant at all. And then after taking multiple tests, it turns out that it's difficult for you to get pregnant. I feel like I lost the lottery.
Lost the lottery? Why do you have to be so mean? I want to get pregnant as much as you do. I've been suffering from infertility treatment for a long time. I even quit my job that I loved so much so that I could focus on my treatment.
I don't give a damn if you suffer or not. If you have time to whine, get on with making an heir. Gosh, if I knew it was going to end like this, I should have gone against the marriage. Now I have to deal with a lousy wife. I'm sure Cody regrets marrying you.
I don't think so.
Huh?
Of course he wants to have children too. But he told me with or without children, he's gonna be happy with me.
That's not good enough for me. Cody is our only child. If he doesn't have children, our family lineage is coming to an end.
What is with the obsession with that? Is it really necessary?
I beg your pardon? Your husband Bob is the third son, he's an office worker, right? And you rent a house, right? He even told me there's nothing to pass anything on, so we don't have to worry about the heir. What an insensitive wife! Huh? My husband is just trying to be nice because he knows about your infidelity. Of course he wants grandchildren too. I doubt that. I won't consider you as my son's wife until you get pregnant. Of course, I'm also against the wedding. Really? Cody and Bob is looking forward to it. Are you sure about that? They're too nice. They're just probably pretending about it. You are the only person who wants to be in that. I have to tell Cody to cancel everything before it's too late. Hey, Nicole. Do you have a minute? Hey, Cody. Yeah, I'm at home. Aren't you at work? I just took my lunch break. I see. I just got a call from my mom. She was whining about whether should we have a wedding or not. She texted me about it too. I knew it. Don't worry about her. We've already found a venue. And the invitations are ready to send too. No matter how much she's against it, we are still gonna do it. Okay. It's just... Huh? What's wrong? Your mother is very determined to have an heir. What if I don't get pregnant? I'm starting to feel depressed thinking about it. I'm sorry. I don't want you to go through this. She doesn't want an heir. She just wants a grandchild. Is that so? Her neighbors are around her age. She gets frustrated when she sees them with their grandchild. We come from a normal family. There's really nothing to inherit. She just wants to pressure you by saying that. I see. I know how everyone is having grandkids now. Look, if Mom doesn't want to be at the wedding, it's fine. I don't care anymore. But it's your mom. I can't do nothing about it. It's better that way. She might do something to ruin it. That's true. But what if she attends the wedding? I don't think she's gonna do something stupid on the day of the wedding. We just have to plan it carefully. But don't worry, Nicole. I'll take care of it. Okay. I'm going to lunch with my coworkers. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Have a good day at work. Nicole! It's finally your wedding day! Well, I know you're not gonna see this till the party is over. I'm sure you're getting dressed by now. I just want you to know I'm really disappointed in you. I was so against this wedding. You didn't listen to me and went through it anyway. You took advantage of Cody's kindness. I'm sure you brainwashed him. You can't even get pregnant. I decided to come anyways. If you think you can have everything your way, you're mistaken. You'll see what's gonna happen now that you disobeyed me. Stella, what on earth do you think you're doing? You ruined our wedding. Oh, hey, Nicole! Are you mad? Of course I am. It's your fault. I warned you many times not to have the wedding, but you ignored me. You deserved a little punishment for that. That was too much. You stood in front of me when I was about to enter the room, and then you were yelling about how infertile I was. And on top of that, you were saying I'm cheating on Cody.
You lied in front of those people. The fact that you even laid down and threw a tantrum about it, you made everyone uncomfortable. That was a good acting, isn't it? I used to be in the drama club during my school days, and I have a knack for easily faking tears. This is not the time to brag. A wedding is a once-in-a-lifetime occasion. I'm so relieved. I finally saved Cody from you. Huh? I mean, he would be embarrassed if he stayed with you. Stella, I'm never gonna forgive you. Do you think you can get away with this? Please don't ever come back to the party. You don't have to tell me. I'm out of here. You're not gonna be able to finish your party anyway, so... So, it was your plan to ruin my wedding. That's why you came, huh? Absolutely right. If you can't get pregnant with my son's child, cancel the wedding right now. Divorce my son immediately. Divorce? Yes. Now that your wedding is ruined, I'm gonna find a suitable wife for Cody. I'm glad to get rid of you. Get rid of me? You're terrible. Yeah, I'm not that terrible. I'll make you suffer forever. Excuse me? Nothing. Never mind. I'm cutting ties with you. I don't ever want to see you again. Likewise, you're divorcing Cody, so that automatically makes us not related anymore, right? Well then, I know it's hard to deal with the aftermath of canceling the wedding, but think of it as your last duty as my son's wife. Nicole, Bob and Cody isn't home yet. Do you know where they are? I mean, the wedding has been called off, and the divorce with my son has been decided. Why aren't they home yet? Where do you think they are? We are not getting a divorce. Huh? What are you talking about? You still haven't given up on Cody? Are you that stupid not to understand what's going on? I can't let someone who can't bear a child be Cody's wife. Anyway, do you know where he's at? I bet he's celebrating now that he's free from you. Him and his dad is probably having a blast. Cody is with me. Huh? We just finished the reception earlier. What? The wedding was cancelled, right? Why was there a reception? The wedding went on after you left. There was a bit drama in the beginning, but all the guests gave their blessings. The reception afterwards was a blast. I had the best day ever. This memory will last forever. Nicole, are you out of your mind? No, I feel so happy. What? What the hell is going on? Mom, stop getting carried away. Huh? It's me, Cody. Cody? I saw all the messages you sent, Nicole. You've done something outrageous today. What the hell do you think you are doing? My own mother doing on a rampage in the chapel. I did it for you. For me? Yes, you wanted to divorce Nicole, right? If you do the wedding, it'll get harder for you to get a divorce. When did I say I wanted to divorce Nicole? You want children, right? You need to live an infertile life and find a new wife who can bear a child. Is that a reason why you tried to ruin the wedding? Yes. I thought if I make a scene, the guests would be surprised, and you will cancel the wedding. That's sad, Mom. What?
We knew you were gonna do something stupid on the wedding day, so we prepared ourselves. What? What do you mean? We told the wedding staff and guests in advance that you might make a scene. What the hell? You didn't notice how everyone was surprisingly calm when you were doing your thing. Normally, it'll be chaotic, but I gave everyone a heads up before we started. So everyone just waited for the storm to pass. What? So after you left, we had to start over from the top. Now that I think about it, I'm glad you left soon. So we didn't have to go through the whole thing waiting for your drama. We were able to enjoy the wedding without you. That's terrible! What a mean thing to say to your mother! What are you talking about? You're the one who was being mean to Nicole. Cody, it's not too late. Divorce Nicole. Huh? You've been brainwashed by her. Otherwise, you wouldn't treat me this way. Leave her and come back home. I'm speechless. What? I have no intention of divorcing Nicole. You just want me to leave her. I never liked her. I don't accept her as your wife. You are the only son I worked so hard to raise. Why would I let that useless woman take you away from me? Why do you say she's useless? She can't bear a child. She's been getting her fertility treatments, and still she hasn't gotten pregnant. Stop protecting her. As a mother, I can't forgive it. I can't stand to watch you be unhappy. So divorce her right now. Stella, I'm pregnant. Huh? Nicole? I'm pregnant with Cody's child. You're lying. I was going to tell you once everything is stable. I won't be seeing you anyway. So I'll just tell you now. I just found about it right before the wedding. I'm almost 3 months pregnant. Wait, are you serious? I'm finally going to have a grandchild? No, it's not your grandchild. Huh? I've already cut ties with you. What are you talking about? You're carrying Cody's child, right? Then it's my grandchild. Mom, I'm cutting off ties with you too. Cody, don't be silly. I knew it. Nicole brainwashed you. No, it's my own decision. Why? What have I done to you? Do you have any idea how much you hurt Nicole? I will never forgive you for hurting my precious wife. Huh? Wait a minute. What are you talking about? I'm your mother. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you are. I don't want anything to do with someone who hurt my wife. I won't even let you see my child. You did this to yourself. Cody, please, listen to me. I didn't mean it. Nicole, I have something to tell you. Cody won't even answer my calls. Please, can you call me back? What do you want? I accept you as my son's wife. Excuse me? Yeah, so I hope you can forgive me for what I've done. What is it all of a sudden? I cut ties with you, remember? Well, please reconsider that too. I thought you are incapable of having children for the rest of your life. But I've changed my mind about you. It was worth all the effort of
infertility treatment and you got pregnant with Cody's child. How convenient. What? I'll never forget what you did. I told you that me and Cody are cutting ties with you. Even you? You're probably having fun bullying me, huh? Huh? That's enough. You are the one who was bullying me. You knew I was having a hard time going through my treatment, and you pressured me and even called me useless. Do you have any idea how painful it was for me? I'm sorry. It was my fault. I never want anything to do with you again. Please don't ever show up in front of us again. Don't say that. You're my daughter-in-law. You're going to have a child now. They're gonna need a grandmother. They have my mother. We have no intention of letting you see our child. Oh no! I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for what I put you through. Please forgive me. I can't bear not seeing my son or grandchild. And my husband divorced me too. Oh my. Bob left me the day after your wedding. He said he can't do this with me anymore. I bet he did. Bob was very upset. If you forgive me, I'm sure they will both forgive me too. So, please. Enough with the bullshit. You brought this all on yourself. I told you I'm sorry. I've apologized enough, so forgive me. I don't want to keep going through this. That's enough. Nicole, wait a minute. Forgive me. Please don't leave me alone. Do something about it. Like I said, I've already cut ties with you. I will never forgive you or help you. I'll block you now. What? Block me? No, you can't. Wait. Take care. Nicole! Bob and Stella's divorce was finalized. It seems Bob kicked out Stella from their apartment, and she had no choice but to go back to her hometown. She really wanted to see her grandchild. So, she came to our apartment multiple times. We reported her to the security as a trespasser, and the police came to get her. I heard she's staying with her relative. But after what she did at our wedding, all her relatives don't want to do anything with her too. She feels alone after her outburst at the wedding. On the other hand, I gave birth to a healthy baby. I'm so happy to finally have one after going through all those treatments. Cody, Bob, and my family are being supportive. I hope my baby will grow up healthy and happy.
Jason, it's already past 10. Aren't you coming home yet? Sorry to bother if you're at work. Can you just at least tell me what time are you coming home?
What the hell? If you know I'm at work, don't call me.
I'm sorry. Can I at least know what time are you coming home?
I'm doing overtime again. I don't know what time I'll be home, that's all.
What? What is up with you today?
What is it?
Jason, you've been distant lately.
Is that so? I think I'm normal, though.
But you're acting weird. I know you've been busy with work, but you always come home so late. You always go somewhere when you're off work.
Honestly, I really don't want to be at home.
What do you mean?
I get depressed when I'm home.
What?
Don't tell me you didn't notice anything.
I don't understand why you're in such a bad mood. What is going on?
Damn, you're so clueless. I get irritated when I see you lately. You're always complaining and so negative. Try to think about how I feel dealing with that.
I apologize for making you feel that way, but you could at least cut me some slack. I'm pregnant, and it's been hard for me physically and mentally.
Cut you some slack? You're kidding me, right? You're pregnant. You're not dying. Also, you've been slacking on house chores lately. I'm always tired working every day, and then you're just at home relaxing.
I'm doing the bare minimum. I cook, I clean, I do the laundry. You're saying I can't even take a break?
If you have time to rest, that means you're slacking. Oh, how lucky to be a woman. You don't have to work. You just get to chill at home.
Stop saying I'm slacking. Also, the other day, I was diagnosed with preterm labor. The doctor told me to rest as much as possible. I need to rest so that I can have the baby safely. But the side effects of the prescribed medication are severe, making it difficult for me to move.
I don't give a shit. I've never taken any kind of medication. How would I know? You're the one who wanted to have a baby in the first place. Why don't you toughen up a little bit and deal with it?
That's cold. Don't you think you should take care of your wife a little? You said you wanted kids too, remember?
Did I? That was too long ago. I don't remember saying that.
Yeah, well...
You know what? You're getting supported by me, yet you're acting way too entitled. You can't even take good care of me. You're a failure as a wife.
Supporting me? I'm just taking the time off because I'm pregnant, but I'm working too.
Work? It's like playing around for you.
No, it's not. I have a full-time job with a lot of responsibility.
Compared to what I do, that's nothing. You know what? I'm the next president of the company. I'm not like you, who's just an ordinary employee.
It's not like you're the president yet.
It's already been decided. I'm the president's eldest son. If you use pregnancy as an excuse to skip housework, I'm willing to leave you.
Oh no.
If you don't want that, stop complaining. And don't be all up in my business all the time.
Okay.
I'll go to dinner today and go home after.
What? You're not going to be home for dinner?
I told you, I don't want to be home as much as possible.
But I made you dinner.
You can have the leftovers for breakfast.
You could have given me a heads up. I'm in pain, and yet I tried to do my best to make it.
Okay. You don't need to act like you're doing all that.
Why are you being so mean?
Shut up. You're getting on my nerves. I'm gonna end this now.
Wait a minute.
Bye.
Jason!
Amy, before you ask, I'll be home late today and I don't need dinner. Also, I might have to stay all night in the office, so don't wait for me.
Jason, you're working late again?
Yes, I am.
Really?
What?
You're hiding something, aren't you?
What do you mean?
Ever since I got pregnant, you've been acting weird. When we were first married, you were nicer to me. You always leave work on time.
Damn it. You're talking about that again. I told you to stay out of my business.
I understand that being the next candidate for the president of the company is a lot of work. But I've been worried. We're about to have a baby. You've been extremely cold lately.
Didn't I tell you yesterday about this? Your attitude annoys me. I'm feeding you and you're just at home relaxing while I'm at work.
Is that really all?
Oh God, you're doing too much. Okay, listen. I'll tell you the truth. I'm in love with someone.
What?
You're in love with someone? Someone you know very well. Who? Michelle. Michelle? My sister? Yes, we're dating. What the hell? Wait a minute. I've had a feeling that you're cheating on me. I've been right this whole time. What? So you did notice. But I didn't think it was going to be my sister. I can't believe it. I can't believe you cheated on me with my sister. Just for the record, Michelle was the one who was hitting on me. We bumped into each other at the station after work. We talked about going for a drink. I don't know if she was drunk, but she started seducing me. I've been sexually frustrated and stressed lately too. Well, I think you can tell what happened next. I see. I mean, she's beautiful. It's honestly hard to believe that you two are sisters. She's so stylish and she's like a model too. She's cheerful and also a savage. You, on the other hand, are a whiny, dark-skinned, ugly bitch. And you're fat like a pig. I can't even look at you as a woman anymore. What a terrible thing to say. I'm pregnant. Calling me a pig was so unnecessary. It's a fact. I don't want to go home and see you laying all day like a pig. You've been lying about working late because you've been seeing my sister? Yep. I want to be with Michelle. What? What do you mean? It means exactly what it means. I'm divorcing you and I'll marry Michelle. No way. We just got married last year. And we're about to have a baby. I'm sorry, but you'll have to raise the baby by yourself. That's absurd. I'm staying at Michelle's place tonight. Actually, I might just stay there for a while. I'll just come pick up my stuff when I can. Wait a minute. Just give up. Wait, don't decide things on your own. You and the baby can stay in the house. See ya. Hey, Amy. It's been a while. How have you been? Michelle. Oh yeah, you're pregnant, right? How has it been for you? When is the due date? You're such a bitch. What? You stole my husband. How can you just casually text me like nothing happened? Oh, I see you've heard from Jason. Are you serious about marrying him? Actually, I wasn't sure about it either. I felt bad for taking him away from you, but Jason can't seem to leave me alone. When did you start seeing him? About 6 months ago. What? That's when we found out I was pregnant. Let me tell you something. It's your fault too. You've been having your morning sickness, so you rarely have time for Jason. He was lonely. That's why he wanted me to comfort him. Also, you've been gaining a lot of weight lately. You're getting more uglier because of that. No wonder Jason didn't want to be with you. It's not that I gained weight. I'm pregnant, so my figure has changed. Whatever the reason, it doesn't change the fact that you're fat. Men like beautiful women. I see. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. Sorry for taking your husband away from you. But I don't want to miss my chance either. He's the next company president. I'm more suitable for the boss's wife than a dull, ugly girl like you, right? I know it's hard for you, but I'll be happy for you too, so please forgive me. Jason, I just came back from my checkup and all your stuff was gone. Oh, I moved in with Michelle. I'm done with you. You really want a divorce, huh? I've told you about that, didn't I? I can't see you as a woman anymore. Okay, I get it. Whoa, you're surprisingly understanding. Why would I stay with someone who doesn't even want to be with me? That's miserable. I see, but you should be grateful you were even married to me. I also gave you a child. If I knew you were going to be like this, I shouldn't have married you in the first place. I didn't think you were this kind of woman either. You were skinny before we got married, but now you're ugly, fat, and you skip chores. I seriously regret getting married to you. I'm so glad we're breaking up. Okay, let me ask you one last time. Are you sure you want to leave? You're persistent. Let's just get this over with. I'm going to seek alimony from you, okay? And child support too. I understand. I'll pay you as much money as you want. Then I won't say anything else. So long, and don't get involved with me anymore. Amy, it's been a while. I need to talk to you. Do you have a minute? Jason? Oh, that was fast. You didn't block me? You're still hung up on me, huh? Hell no. I just happened to forget to block you. So, what do you want now? Yeah, actually, Michelle and I had a baby. Our family has expanded and it's making our current home feel cramped. We've been living in the apartment Michelle used to live in, but once the baby was born, it felt incredibly small. We don't have enough space for the baby's crib. Okay. Hey, don't you get it? What? I'm telling you our place is too small. Yeah, and how is that my problem? Stop acting dumb. Give us the house you're living in right now. What? Why would I do that? Don't talk nonsense. Listen, it's not yours. You've been living in that house all this time, thanks to my generosity, right? How long do you plan to keep squatting in my house? Get out of my house now. I'm a little confused all of a sudden. What are you really talking about? Don't be a bitch and just get out. I've given you a grace period for 2 whole years. If you don't leave soon, I'll come directly and kick you out myself. I don't know why you're asking me to leave now. Didn't you say before that it's okay for me to live in this house? You forgot about that? Michelle wasn't pregnant back then. But now, the 3 of us are cramped up in a small apartment. That place was originally mine. So hurry up, pack your things and leave. I think you're misunderstanding something. What? This house is under my name. What? Oh, you didn't know until now? The title deed of this house is in my name, so it's not your house. Huh? You're lying. What are you talking about? That can't be true. I paid half of it when we built it. I'm the man of this family, so I'm the one who's in charge. The man of this family? You're joking, right? I'm being serious. The man who left his pregnant wife for her sister right after getting married. That's a funny joke. It's not a joke. I'm the one who's been taking care of you. Don't ever talk to me like that. Let me remind you something, because it seems like you forgot. When we built this house, we did agree to contribute half of the funds each. I know. But you couldn't pay it, because you didn't have enough savings. That's true. I couldn't afford it that time. Do you remember that I covered it at that time and paid the full amount? Did you? I paid the entire amount. Of course it would be in my name. But yes, I remember now. After that, my parents paid half of it instead of me. Yes, that's true. But didn't your father lend you the money? So that means it's his share. You haven't paid him back yet, right? What about it? Michelle is pregnant and we need the money. Well, either way, this house is under my name, so get over it. It doesn't matter. Give me the house already.
You know what? Why do you want to live here? Aren't you the next president or something? You could easily rent or buy a new house anytime.
I can't. That's why I'm reaching out to you.
Huh?
Actually, I'm unemployed right now.
Oh, I see.
Shit. This isn't what I planned. My father got mad when I told him I was marrying Michelle. He said I'm not fit to be the president and removed me as the next president. Plus, he also found out that I was dating Michelle during work hours. He made me quit the company the other day.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's why I'm asking you to give up your house.
I don't want to.
Why not?
Why not? Because this is my house.
You're seriously going to let us be homeless?
Huh?
It looks like we'll be kicked out of our apartment soon. Michelle quit her job when she got pregnant. Now we both have no income and can't pay the rent. We used both our savings to pay your alimony. We don't have anything left.
Are you stupid?
What the hell?
Before you become homeless, why don't you find a job and earn money? You're a father, right?
But I'm the CEO's son. Working part-time jobs is too uncool for me.
Well, you have no choice but to be homeless with your family then.
You've got to be kidding me. Don't you feel bad?
You've got balls to say that, huh? You abandoned me the moment I got pregnant. You chose your own pleasure over your family. It's not just me you abandoned your own child too. I will never forgive you for that. Why did you even think I would help you?
Can you call yourself a mother? I have a little child on my own. Why don't you help us a little?
I do feel sorry for your child.
So then...
But that doesn't mean I should hand over my house to you. I'm doing my best to protect my child. I've decided I'm going to live my life to protect her.
What do you want us to do now?
I don't know. I made sure to confirm it first, didn't I? Whether it was really okay to break up. You said it yourself that it's okay. You're a grown man. Take accountability for your actions.
Okay, I get it.
What?
You're still single, right? You never remarried, did you?
What do you mean?
You want your kid to have a father. I'll remarry you.
Huh? What about my sister?
She and I will get a divorce.
You're going to abandon them like what you did to us?
What do you want me to do? I'm tired of her.
Tired? You dumped me because she was way better looking than me, right? You even called me ugly and fat. What are you talking about now?
But see, Michelle got fat when she got pregnant. She looks way different than before. She's not a pig, but more like a sea lion. To be honest, Michelle is not attractive as a woman anymore. She doesn't work and doesn't have financial stability. In that case, getting back together with you, who has both a job and a house, that would make me happy. And you wouldn't have to raise a child by yourself. It's a win-win, right?
You're an asshole.
Hey, let's forget about the past. Let's get back together.
Are you kidding me?
A child needs a father.
It's better not to have you around. A father who has no sense of responsibility.
Huh? Wait a minute.
Don't ever contact me again.
Wait a minute. What am I supposed to do now?
I told you you're on your own.
I need you.
I don't need you, so I'm blocking you.
Hey.
Bye.
Amy, wait.
Jason and his family got evicted. They moved into my parents' house. However, my parents couldn't forgive what my sister has done. they got kicked out right away. Now, Jason begged his parents to move in, but all they do is fight every day. Jason regrets all his actions. He said if he only knew all this would happen, he shouldn't have cheated. But it's too late for that. Even in such situation, Jason is working desperately to pay his parents back and pay child support. He's working part-time jobs to pay off his debt. I bumped into him the other day. He seemed totally drained, like a zombie or something. I ignored him. As for me, I am living a peaceful life with my child, back to working full-time with my parents' help. I hope to continue doing my best for the happiness of myself and my family in the future. John, are you still at work? Are you working overtime again? Can you come to the hospital right now? I'm at St. Peter's.
Huh? What happened?
My dad started feeling some pain in his chest. I called the ambulance and they took him there.
What? No way.
It was so sudden, I didn't know what to do. Can you please come with me? I need your support.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't.
What?
I want to, but I'm swamped with work. I probably won't be home till midnight.
Oh,
Anyways, how's your dad?
I don't know anything yet.
Is he conscious?
No, he's been unconscious ever since they brought him in.
I see. Well, your father's getting old. Anything can happen, right?
Yeah, but...
Oh well, I'm sorry I couldn't make it.
Well, maybe when you get back from work, you could stop by the hospital.
Do I really have to?
What?
He's not awake, right? It doesn't make sense for me to go if he's unconscious, right? It's a waste of time.
What the hell? Aren't you worried about my father?
Of course I'm worried about him. It doesn't matter if I go right now. He won't even notice I'm there. It's not like he's going to get better if I go. Honestly, it's pointless. You being there is enough, right?
What a horrible thing to say.
Well, your father was a good help. If he ever wakes up, you tell him, thank you for all your help over the years. Well, there's a good chance he won't make it, though. I'll make sure to tell him on his funeral.
Hold on. Are you being serious?
What?
Why are you being so insensitive? That's inappropriate.
Huh? Is it?
You're talking like he's gone already. He treated you so well, right? And that's what you're going to say about him?
He did treated me well, but that's life. I can't do anything about it. Parents passing away before their children is natural.
You're being too cold. Saying it's useless to go when they're unconscious? Shouldn't you be worried that he's unconscious?
You know what? I have my own reasons. I'm working on a very important project. I might get promoted. Everything is depending on it.
Oh, I see.
That's why I'm telling you I just can't leave work like this. But don't forget, you're able to live the way you do because of my job too. Don't get too demanding. Don't you want me to get a promotion?
Of course I appreciate your hard work. And I'd be happy to see you get a promotion, but I'm working too.
Work? Your job is just for fun.
Just for fun?
It's just a part-time job. You earn way less than me. Just because you're earning that little money, you can't be acting like you got a real job.
I work with pride even though I don't earn a lot. Also, the reason I don't earn as much as I used to is because I had to take care of my father. If you helped more with household chores and caregiving, I could have earned more.
You've got to be kidding me. Are you trying to force me to take care of your father and do house chores?
I'm not forcing you or anything. I just want you to spend more time with your family.
I'm disappointed.
Huh?
I've been working my ass off and you're still not satisfied.
I told you I'm grateful for you. It's just, I wish you could help me with the house with everything that's going on. I already lost my mom. I don't have any family. You're the only one I can rely on.
We are family, but your father feels like a stranger to me.
A stranger?
I mean, we're not blood related. Well, when it comes down to it, everyone else is just a stranger, right?
That's it. I won't depend on you.
What the hell? Are you mad?
I don't expect anything from someone who calls my father a stranger.
Oh, come on. Don't take it personally.
I'm the one who should be disappointed in you.
Oh, yeah? Why don't you ask that relative?
Huh?
Your relative that you talked about before? The one you said moving close to us? I don't remember their name because it's not of my business, but you're related to them, right? So why don't you ask them to do something about it?
I might have to ask them for some help.
Then you'll be fine without me.
You really are insensitive, huh?
Enough about that. What's going to happen to the inheritance?
What?
The inheritance. Your dad's inheritance.
Do you really have to bring that up now? He's still alive.
He is, but it's just a matter of time, right? Since things will get hectic with funeral preparations after he passes, I thought it'd be best to discuss everything now. So, how much inheritance are we talking about? I remember your dad had quite a bit of land, right? And I heard he got stocks too. So there should be a good amount of inheritance. You'd be aware of this, wouldn't you? Hello? Lara? What's wrong? Are you ignoring me? Damn, the moment we started talking about money, you're gonna ignore me. Oh well, I'll hit you up tomorrow. Lara, how is your dad doing?
The surgery was a success.
Oh, he had surgery?
Yes, the doctor said he's going to be fine now.
Seriously?
What's so funny?
No, I just think it's amazing.
What?
I mean, he was rushed to the ER last night, right? And this morning he's all fine. It's amazing how far medical science has come.
Yes, it is.
He might live longer than you think.
I hope so. I hope he lives a long life. I know you don't want him to, though.
Come on. It's not that. Are you still upset about last night?
You think anyone would be okay with what you were saying?
Look, I'm sorry I didn't make it to the hospital. I have an important work. You can't blame me for it. Also, the surgery went good, right? So everything is fine. I don't know what you are upset about.
Everything is fine?
What? I mean, it turned out fine, didn't it?
Why are you like this? You're insane.
Don't be exaggerated.
You're way worse than that, honestly.
Well, let me ask you something. Imagine if you were in my position. You're working an important job with a promotion at stake. If my dad was rushed to the hospital, would you go?
Yeah, I will.
He just got rushed to the hospital, you know. Normally, you wouldn't go, right?
I'm going.
Oh, come on. Don't lie to me.
Most people go, especially if it's family.
But he didn't raise you, though.
But he raised you, my husband, so he's my family too.
Are you serious? I think you should think about that.
Why?
I already told you about this. People who aren't blood related are just strangers. In the end, anyone other than yourself is just a stranger. Whether my parents are okay or not, it has nothing to do with you, right? Yet you prioritize family over work. If you keep having such naive thoughts, you'll end up in a bad situation someday.
Whatever happens to my family, I'd still want to be there for them. You told me before we got married, being kind to others is what you love about me.
I said that. It's been so long I can't even remember. But seriously, I think we need to consider practical aspects when thinking about the future. There's a possibility of expanding our family. Wouldn't it be tough if we keep doing things for them? Now, speaking of practical matters, what's going to happen with your dad's inheritance?
Are you talking about that again?
Because you never answered my question.
His surgery was successful and he's on the road to recovery.
But considering his age, you never know what's going to happen, right?
Are you assuming he's going to get sick again?
I'm not saying that. But you know, since your dad is wealthy, it's natural to be curious, right? If I were in his position, I'd take care of the inheritance process before I die. I'd make sure it's used for child support or to help with living expenses or something like that. That's the duty of someone with money, right?
What are you trying to say?
What?
If you have something to say, just say it.
Then I'll tell you. I also get a share of your father's inheritance, right? You always seem reluctant to talk about inheritance in front of me. But hey, don't keep it all for yourself. Share some with me too. I can tell, you know.
What? You're the one who's gonna pay, not to receive.
Huh? Pay for what?
I'll take care of the paperwork. You just have to sign it.
What? What do you mean, paperwork? What are you talking about?
I think it's time for you to look for another job.
Huh?
You said something about an important project. I don't think you're gonna get that promotion.
Wait a minute. What's up with you all of a sudden? Not getting a promotion? What?
You'll see. Bye.
What the hell? I have no idea what you're talking about. Lara, what did you do?
What's wrong? I'm at the hospital and can't answer the phone right now. I mean, aren't you at work right now? Why are you on your phone?
My boss just called me. He told me I'm fired.
Oh my.
This is all you, huh? What the hell did you do?
I didn't do anything, okay?
Bullshit. You said something about looking for another job. That's what you said earlier.
I just took your advice.
What? What are you talking about?
You told me to get help from my relatives who live nearby.
I did, but...
I talked to that relative about this case right away.
So, what does it have to do with me getting fired?
You didn't know? He's the executive director of your company.
Huh?
I'm stunned. I can't believe you don't know who the big boss is at your company.
Executive director? Are you kidding me?
He's my uncle, my father's brother.
Uncle? But he doesn't have the same last name as your father.
My uncle changed his last name when he got married.
Oh my God.
You saw him a few times in the neighborhood. You didn't know until now?
No, I didn't. I never say hello to my neighbors when I pass them. I don't even look at them.
I don't know if that's a good way to behave as a member of society.
I mean, if he lives so close, why didn't you tell me?
Because my uncle told me not to.
What?
He wants to see how you act outside the office. He told me not to say anything until you notice.
No way.
But this incident has convinced him. He said you are a worse person.
Huh?
Instead of getting a promotion, you got fired. I'm sorry about that.
Wow. You've been talking bad about me, huh?
I just told him the truth. When my father was rushed to the hospital, You said you were working overtime and didn't show up at the hospital.
Oh,
Uncle, he was appalled. No one was supposed to be working overtime yesterday, but you had an important project. You were at the office till after 9 p.m., right? What does that mean?
well,
I mean, under the circumstances, you lied about working late and didn't even bother to come to the hospital. Where the hell have you been then?
no, I mean, it was work. I was out drinking with a business partner. It's part of my job. It was an important client. I can't just leave like that.
Yeah, right.
What?
You were out on a date with a coworker.
How did you know?
I heard there was a rumor going around the office that you are having an affair. So after talking to my uncle, he immediately checked with her. He asked where she was last night and who she was with.
Wow, seriously?
She confessed right away. You started hitting on her about a year ago and then started dating. It seems you often sneaked out during work hours for dates. It's only normal to get fired. She also said you went to the hotel after work.
Damn, you hypocrite.
What?
I'm talking about you. It's ridiculous. Kind to others. You're a bitch, you know that? Using relatives to get me fired.
It wasn't my fault you got fired. You were cheating on me. You had this coming.
Well, I don't care if you found out. I don't care if I got fired either. With my father-in-law's inheritance, I can just relax and live comfortably from now on.
Wow. Seriously? You think you're still gonna get something from him?
Well, of course I do. You're the only daughter, and you're married to me, so I'm entitled to it. We're family.
I have a promissory note from my father.
What? A promissory note?
What? You don't even remember the money? You were in debt before you married me, right? You were addicted to gambling when you were a student, and even after you got a job, you still couldn't pay it back. Moreover, you borrowed from high-interest consumer finance, so all you were paying was interest. My father covered that debt and paid it off. You signed it.
No, wait. I remember that. But didn't he say that I don't need to pay him back? Bringing that up now won't change anything since there's nothing to repay.
Wow. You remember it in your own convenient way. You conveniently forget the important parts, don't you?
What's the point? And what do you mean by important parts?
Dad had conditions where you didn't have to repay the debt, right?
Conditions? Was there a condition?
Did you forget? Well, if you've forgotten, it's best to check the agreement again. It clearly stated at the bottom, I've given you a copy to ensure everything is transparent and above board, haven't I?
Maybe I did, but I don't have it with me right now. What's the condition?
If you make my daughter happy, you don't have to pay me back. If my daughter feels unhappy, if her husband is the cause of the divorce, etc., I demand full repayment. That's what it says.
Yeah. I vaguely remember that conversation. The point is, if we don't get divorced, we're good, right? As long as we stay married, I don't have to pay my debt.
Do you really think we can continue this marriage after all you did?
What about it?
You're having an affair.
I'm sorry I cheated on you, but you know, sometimes I just want to let loose. I work hard every day for the family. Cut me some slack for having a little fun with a younger girl, will you?
You've been going out with her for a year.
I'm breaking up with her. I'll only make you happy from now on. You don't want to leave me either, right? So I don't have to pay back my debt, right? Is that okay?
Divorce me.
Huh? Wait a minute. Divorce for just one affair? I said I won't do it again. Divorce is a big deal.
Cheating is one thing, but what's even worse is prioritizing your affair over my father. And on top of that, calling my father a stranger, and then demanding a share of the inheritance because we're family? I have no intention of staying married to a scumbag like you. Hold on. I'll be home soon. Stop saying you want a divorce. It's too late. I already told my uncle about the divorce. I told you to wait. Let's calm down for once. Cool down first before you make such decisions you might regret later. I'm calm. I'm sorry. I couldn't be there for you when you needed me. It's too late to apologize now. I'm really sorry. Please, listen to me. I'll see you in court. What? I've already made my mind. Please, I can't handle being in debt and losing my job. Hey, could you talk to your uncle for me? I don't care about getting promoted, but please, don't fire me. I'll be homeless if I don't do something. You're damn right. I'm going home to my parents. You can't even pay the rent by yourself. Lara, please think about it. Over my dead body. Goodbye. Don't try to contact me again. Lara! After that, John and I got divorced. John ended up unemployed and struggling with debt. He couldn't pay rent and had to move out. Now he's living in his car and working part-time jobs. I didn't hold back on demanding alimony. So John's likely stuck repaying debts forever. But hey, that's on him. As for me, I crashed with Dad for a bit post-divorce. And now my dad has recovered. I got myself my own place. I also went back to working full-time. Life's good, despite the failed marriage.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.